Salute, salute, salute. Salute, 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 salute. Yeah, get back to the Boyles Dogs. Salute, salute, Samurai, Shogun brother. Salute, fire show, fire. Little reading at the end, Big A. That was a fire reading, fire, little reading that you shared with the people. That was a good one. Salute that, salute that shit. Yeah, back up in the building, man. Took care of two hounds. I took care of two hounds. At least I did that in the rain. Took care of two hounds. It's still raining around here. I took care of two hounds. Young fam, salute. Gonna take care of them two at a time today. Salute. Salute the quick. Yeah. Salute y'all. Ride it on out through the rainy day. Ride it on out through the rainy day, man. Salute. We back up in the building. Back up in the building. Talking about some more. Talk a little bit more about the Boyles Dogs. I told you I was gonna go into the, you know, say a little bit more about the Boyles Dogs or whatever. We was talking about them. Talking about some of the Boyles Dogs, and I was saying that I know about the, I heard of the Dirty Mary and all that type shit. You know what I mean? Now, why in the little in my little recession, you know how you go to the library and all that type shit, and something hit me upside my head about the library too. Is that library library? I don't know. It just hit me in my head like that. Library. Boom, hit my head like that. But salute the library though. They got books up in that motherfucker. But anyway, the Bulldog Library. Okay, now look, Patrick bred Dirty Mary, so we're gonna go ahead and get to that. So Patrick bred Dirty Mary. We're going by the, with the papers and shit saying and shit, right? So we was talking about. So that's me right there, because I was still following Dirty Mary and saluting. Boom. Okay, now boom. We're gonna go to when it got to Ronald Bull's hands now. Now, when it got to Ronald Bull's hands, he's associating with Dirty Mary. Now, looking at the shit, I see him with a 40 shot, right? 40, they got like 40 puppies up underneath Dirty Mary, right? Little small little page, 40 pups, 40 clip jump. That's what they put up on there. I'm just going by what they put up on there from what I seen. Little 40 clip. Now, out them 40 dogs, now, she got some good shit out there now. Good shit out there. And out them 40 shots. Oh, Ronald hit that champion target at least 4 times. From what I see, he hit that joint at least 4 times out of 40 shots. He hit the champion, not just hitting the target, because he had plenty winners and stuff like that up in that 40 shot clip. So he was hitting the target and shit, but he hit that motherfucker, that bullseye, that champion jump at least 4 times out the 40 clip. You know what I mean? From what I'm saying, I see 5 champions out the 40 clip, but one of them, I think, Mr. Bunts, bred, he get the breeding title on Champion Toad, on the Mr. Toad dog, I think. But Dirty Murray, and I'm just talking about Ronald Boyles, saluting Ronald Boyles, R.I.P. Ronald Boyles. But I'm going with the Dirty Murray shit that I just came to my mind. So okay, Patrick he actually bred the dog Dirty Murray. All right, now, but when Ronald got him, let me tell you some dogs off of his shit, the champion joints I wrote down. You got some good, the shit that he threw good, that he bred. You got Black Gold POR. You got Black Gold. That's Ronald Bull's work as far as looking at the paperwork. Got Champion Boat Action. You dig what I'm saying? This all off Dirty Murray. This just his work with Dirty Murray off the 40 shot clip with Dirty Murray. They put a 40 piece up there. So you got Champion Boat Action. You got Clyde the Undertaker. I just wrote down the dogs that I knew. Salute family. Dorian, Mr. Rogers, champion Mr. Rogers, uh, um, champion Smoke, and then you got Lee's or WCC's Reno. You know, so that's all. That's all. As far as what the papers say, that's Boyles' work. That's Boyles' work right there. Them dogs, and that's off Dirty Murray. That's just off Dirty Murray. And like I say, you got champion Mr. Toad out there too, but the Bunts get credit for that breed. Yeah, so salute that shit, Mr. Bulls. That 40 clip shot right there, just off Dirty Murray. I see you got you bred at least 4 champions for their ass. So yeah, salute salute that shit. Hey, and them dogs threw dogs. You know, I ain't even get into that, how them dogs threw dogs and shit like that. So that just added on top. You know, far as his name and shit, or his brand, they say. Yeah, so salute that work. You know what I mean? Run through it one more time. Patrick bred Dirty Murray, but once Ronald Ball start cooking with Dirty Murray, he got Black Gold POR. He got Champion Bolt Action. He got Clyde the Undertaker. Got Champion Mr. Rogers. Champion Smoke. And Lee's Reno. Yes, sir. She was a 2-timer. Oh, Dirty Murray was a 2-timer too. And she threw a lot of them. Like I say, I ain't even named the 2-timers and the 1-timers that she threw out there. Out that 40 clip. So he was hitting the target with Dirty Murray. He was hitting the target with Dirty Murray. Salute that. I seen the work. I see the work. Any of you guys know any other? I just went to the Dirty Murray side. Anybody know anything else? Any other the dogs? Any other dogs? Bulls put his hands on. I just went to the Dirty Murray side. I'm gonna talk about his work for a little bit down the projects. I just went to the Dirty Murray side of his shit. Y'all think of some dogs shoot out there that y'all know about that he had his hands on or he created and shit. You know, y'all shoot it on out there for Mr. Bulls. I'm gonna roll up this second one. Roll up this second one. Yeah, yeah. Yes, sir. I'm in here with y'all. Holler at me. Some of the Bulls work y'all know about. Any of the Bulls work y'all know about. Mr. Boyles, any of his shit y'all know about. I just went through the Dirty Murray side of the shit. Dirty Murray through Black Gold, Bolt Action, Clyde the Undertaker, Mr. Rogers, Smoke, Reno, Anto. Salute, Smokey, salute. I see you in the building. We talking about them Boyles Dogs today. You know, R.I.P. Mr. Ronald Boyles. So we just running through some of his work. You know, I just went through the Dirty Murray side of things. You know, I seen he had a 40. They put a 40 shot up there, 40 dogs off of her up there. And shit, Dirty Murray herself threw five champions out that 40 clip. And Ronald bred 4 of them himself. So, you know, as far as percentages, I'm saying that's good as a motherfucker. And he had winners and shit sprinkled all through that motherfucker. You dig what I'm saying? But you figure a 40 clip and you got 5 champions out of 40 clip. So that's one out of that's one every 8 shots. 1 out of every 8 shots. By my calculations. five of them out of 40 dogs. That's one every 8 shots. You bullseye. How you gonna hate on that work? Can't hate on that work, and that's just Dirty Murray. That's just Dirty Murray when he cooking with Dirty Murray. So I can see why the motherfuckers be liking them bulls, liking the way bulls cook. It ain't take long for me to look at it and see it even. Like, oh, okay, that's what they talking about. They say, oh, okay, dirty. And I just went to the Dirty Murray side. I believe her producing capabilities come from Red Baby. Okay, come from her mama. Red Baby run through Mayday 2. Come from her mama. Salute that young fan. Come from her mama. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Young fan say he think the producing capabilities come from the mom, come from Red Baby. Okay, salute that. See what this dog doing. Hold on. She a worker though. She was a worker too. She was a worker too, young fam. She was a two-timer. She was a worker too. She was worker. She was a worker, man. Just by what the papers say and different shit. I wasn't there to know, but like they say, she was a worker too. Say she was a worker too. Salute my bulldog brother Dickie. Salute. I feel you on the red baby producing shit though. Feel you on that. Hey, what you whining for? Hold on, y'all. What you whining for? Talking about Bulls work. Some of the Bulls work. Any of the Bulls work that y'all know and want give a salute to. I just was shooting out Dirty Murray shit. Looking at her numbers. Looking at what he did with her. Looked like one out every 8 shots. That motherfucker hit a champion. That motherfucker had 5 champions off Dirty Murray herself that I could see off that page that I seen. 40 dogs, 5 champs. Good numbers. Salute, Big Tim. And it was other winners and stuff out there. So like I ain't dig all into the shit. I'm sure some of them dogs threw dogs too. And you know, it was just a 40 clip up there. So, I'm sure she had more, probably had more than 40 dogs. We don't know. We just going by the stats. The library. They call it the library. The library. Do with that what you will. But they call it the library. I got hit upside my head with that too this morning. The library. What they call it the library? They asked me twice. The library, right? The library. Okay, okay. I get it. I get it. I never looked at it like that, but I get it. Patrick actually bred Dirty Mary, so boom, boom, boom. He the one that he the one that's created Dirty Mary. So kind of goes with what the saying is too, like about them dogs over Patrick Yard that he had. They could throw some dogs. They could throw some dogs. They could throw some dogs. Okay. That's what they be saying about the Patrick dog. They could throw some dogs. You could get some shit off of them. You could they'll throw some shit. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. So it kind of coincides with what they saying. But Dirty Mary was a worker, though. I gotta keep saying that, though. Dirty Mary was a worker, though. So Dirty Mary was a worker. Hey, it's a light Tuesday, easy listening, easy bulldog listening on a rainy Tuesday around here. Laid back, chilling, easy listening. Salute, salute, Ronald Boyles right now. I know I hear a lot about the Reno dog. They said that was a good dog that leads Reno, WCC's Reno. Good dog too. People be saluting bolt action. Shit, people be saluting Black Gold. The working Eli Bolio gonna get it down even. Oh, let me see what he say. Once it get up there, I can see it. The working Eli Bolio gonna get it. Even time, I think that's what you said. It's covered up right now. I can't read the whole thing, Smoke. Working Eli Bolio. I see that part though. The working Eli Bolio. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. You saying that's what's in the gumbo pot? That's what's in the gumbo pot when we talking about this. When we talking about Patrick, or when you talking about Boyles, or when you talking about both. You looking at it like the Eli Bolio. You looking at the Eli Bolio that's up in there. That's what you saying. You saying that's a fact. I got you. Yes, sir. I hear you. I got you. That's the major fact. I got you. I feel you on that. That old Eli Bolio. It's in there. He said it's in there. God damn it, it's in there. Yes, sir. I understand. I understand that. Okay, I can dig that. So you think Patrick sneaking with the Eli Bolio? He knew that he was talking about Eli Bolio, or was it just Ron the Bulls exploiting the Eli Bolio and cooking with it and let you see the Eli Bolio? You see it all through that. But was Patrick knowing about it too? You think was Patrick knowing about it too? You think? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. It might be an obvious joint. I'm just asking though, because I'm smelling what you're saying with the Eli Bolio shit. So, you know, whole bunch of rabbit holes though. Eli up in there, Eli up in there, Eli Bolio up in the gumbo. Off of them went to the Patrick Dogs. All of them went to the Patrick Dogs. Salute, salute, salute. Got you, got you. I got you. Oh, Ronald Boyles was cooking. But Ronald Boyles' numbers, I told you his numbers, every 8 shots, he was getting the champion off of, even off just, I'm just going by what I seen off Dirty Murray. Now, when everybody else cooking with this shit, with this type shit, I'm hearing other numbers. I'm hearing like, you gotta go through a whole lot of them to get a good one and shit. So what happened? Cause he ain't had to do that. That wasn't how he was cooking. He was going through them, but he was hitting the whole time. He was hitting. He was hitting. At least that's going by the numbers they put out for us, just looking at the Dirty Murray side of things. But like when other people trying to cook like that, when they cooking like that, when other people try to cook like that and shit like that, you know, they numbers, and I'm sure I'm just hearing it from the ones that wasn't scared to talk about it. They was like, man, you gotta go through a lot of them. You gotta go through a whole lot of them. Get good ones. Is that because the guys that say that they standards are real high, real high? So those ones, because the ones that I heard say that they was they wasn't no novice dog men saying that. So they standards probably was very high. They probably so you know but they were saying they got to go through a whole lot of them, but they wasn't minding. The ones I heard talking about it, they wasn't minding having to go through a whole lot of them. They don't mind that shit. They don't mind that shit because they said the one when you do get the good ones, it was worth the wait and all that type shit. You did, but that's what they all say type shit. But like yeah, Ronald numbers with Dirty Murray don't look like they don't look like he had wait too long. That motherfucker. I like the ones that look like Dirty Murray too. Dirty Murray and they come up with them markings like Dirty Murray. Like Pandy got that shit too. Or she had that shit too. But hers was black and white. But those type of markings, I like that. That two face action type shit. That should be looking hard on them joints. And they be built like that. They be looking strong, fast, and all that type shit. The ones I seen. I don't think I ever seen no big ass Dirty Murray dog. I'm just saying, I don't think I never seen no big ass Dirty Murray dog. And that's Brown Bulls cooking though with the Dirty Murray. That's what I was naming. But I see other people say success cooking off Boyles Dogs. Look like other people, the people they be looking like they like cooking with Boyles Dogs too. They didn't have the pattern. They didn't have the pattern. Okay, got you, fam. They had a motherfucking pattern. God damn. So it ain't just good dogs. It ain't just good dogs. The good dogs. You saying when you fucking with the shit, it ain't just good dogs. The good dogs. You got to know how to breed them too. You got some type of way. You can't just do the good dogs. The good dogs. You gotta throw some bad ones up in there. Some type of shit like that. You gotta throw. You gotta know how to cook with them. Especially you gotta keep a couple curves around. You gotta keep a couple of cold ones around. Whatever the fuck is there some shit like that going down? Is that part of the pattern or the formula? I don't know. You know, or could you just do? Could you just do it? The basic old good old way. Good dogs, the good dogs. That's the only way you breed them. You got good dog, or nah, you gotta do some other shit. I don't know. That pattern, that pattern. I got you. That one. I know what you talking about, fam. Backstreet. Okay, Backstreet had good success. Okay, yeah, Backstreet had good success. Yeah, they cook a lot with the bullshit. They cook a lot with the bullshit. Yeah, they had success with though. I guess they could tell you about some Bulls dogs. What they had dogs like Superman and shit like that over that motherfucker. Superman and this man and I don't know. They had the whole Super Friends over that bitch. The whole Super Friends over that motherfucker. Yeah, we had you remember we had oh yeah, like six champions. Out of how many dogs though smoke? Off what branch? Like which dog did it? Cause I Dirty Mary threw five of them motherfuckers herself, you know. So shit, Dirty Mary, that's so Ron Bulls got one dog that threw five champions and shit. Off just one dog, that's Dirty Mary. You know what I mean? He did them four of them himself. You know what I mean? Out of 40 dogs, I hear you, Jersey girl. Okay. Yeah, how many dogs though for them six champions though? That's what I'm talking about. For them six champs though. I mean, I could dig they cooking and shit, but six champs off what dog? Cause this is one dog out around the bullshit. One dog threw five of them over this motherfucker. Hey, shit. Yeah, I remember me and you had some of that motherfucker. We had some good ones off. Me and you had a couple good ones off of that Backstreet True shit. Yeah. Yeah, we had how we cut that shit up. How we cut that shit up. I think you cut that shit up. I think you fucked with that shit. You fucked with it. Yeah, it was on your motherfucking watch. You had that motherfucking Backstreet True shit. You had that shit. Was cooking with that shit. Yeah. I think I got a couple one. I think Machine came from you. I think you cooked what you cut that motherfucking shit up with. I remember them motherfucking puppies off that Backstreet True shit. I remember that shit. I think I had a couple of them off that shit when you was cooking with that shit. I think I had one named Machine, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't Machine off that shit? I don't know. One of them motherfuckers you sent down Texas. That might have been Machine you sent down Texas. I like Machine. But I think I had some of that. I think I got some of the Backstreet True shit from you once you bred that shit to some other shit, some Red Boy. I think we had some Red Boy or something. We had something. You know what we had? We had something. What was that female we had? We put them two things together. I had some good dogs out. Had a couple good ones out there. You know that little black bitch was like that. Yeah, China. That little black China was that black bitch. But what was she bred like? What was she bred like? That's the side. That's the side I like. You run that Backstreet True shit. You a big bro. Fuck with that Backstreet True shit. Run that shit around. Woo, woo, woo. Hey, that motherfucking bitch was like that though. That bitch was like that though. China, how was she? What was she bred like? I don't remember what she was bred like. Yeah, that was the shit right there. That little bitch was right. That little bitch was good. Little black bitch, China. Yeah, salute China. You put all that fucking Backstreet Trues in there. You had all that shit up in there. She was Red Boy Jocko Bolio. Okay, she was Red Boy Jocko Bolio. Yeah, that combo right there was fire. China, that what China came with China was all right. We ain't it wasn't no questions with China. It wasn't no questions with China. I ain't never seen you with no more Backstreet True shit. I know that. you might you might have doubled back. I don't know. I ain't see it. I ain't see it. And you had a real one. You had one. You had all. You had it all in that little mix. You had it all in that Backstreet True shit. You had a good one. Good one. Far as the paperwork and all that type of shit. You had good little whatever the fuck it was. Boom boom boom. Uh, good old male. But hey, I ain't see you double back. I ain't. Let me see. Yeah, I only see you double back with no more. Yeah, you left that shit alone, huh? Hey, I know that's right. Salute though. Salute. You don't take long. You don't take long, motherfucker. You don't take long. You don't take long. Well, motherfuckers, if motherfuckers would have had that mail you had, that shit, that motherfucker probably would have puppies all out this motherfucker. Puppies all out this motherfucker. That's why I salute the work over there. I see you over there smoke. I said, salute. He said, not on my motherfucking watch. It won't go down. Won't go down on my watch. He ain't got no problem. Like, I ain't got no problem. I don't give a fuck what it was. I got no problem with no. I'm not doubling back with that. That pedigree was something to look at, Doc. I tell you that pedigree was something to look at. Motherfuckers, whole super friends up in that motherfucker, whatever you want to call that shit. A whole backstreet truce superheroes. Oh, China was bred to Deacon. Was she? Hold up. She wasn't bred. She wasn't. Did you put the backstreet true shit in there some type of way? That's what I'm talking about. With China, did some type of way you do that with China? Or how I get them backstreet true uh puppies, how I get them that type of mix. I had you gave me a mix of something. So China, that overseas mail. Okay. Okay, Deacon in China. So you took what? Did you take one of them pup? Did you take something out that little breed with this true shit? He said, nah, nope, and nah, motherfucker, motherfucker. You want to start talking about Backstreet Shoes, six champions and shit, and now you nigga say nope and nah, and I ain't double back on that shit yet. I got you. I got you. Hey, hey, I got you though. I got you. God damn. He said six. I said had success. Yeah, yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know that's right. Salute. Salute. Fuck 'em. I don't even think Big Bro had success with his either. Did he? I don't even think he had success with his either. I don't think. Shit. Another nope. Another nope. Nope. Another nope. Another nope. Hell yeah. Damn. Yeah, Deacon was from that overseas shit. Deacon was from that overseas shit. That's what's up. One of them motherfuckers, one of them motherfuckers had some Louisiana type shit up in it too. I don't know if it was the overseas shit you talking about, but shit, I remember one of them motherfuckers had some shit niggas be talking about said they was good dogs. And you used to tell me about that shit. You used to talk about that shit. I can't remember really right now. It's slipping my mind. Slipping my Geechee man type shit. The Geechee Man type shit. Yeah, that Geechee Man type shit. Yeah. One of them jokers had that Geechee Man up in there. I remember that shit. One of them had that Geechee Man up in there. A Geechee Man shit. Yeah, I remember that shit. I believe it was a fluke though, with that black man he had. That was a Surge Ham. Okay. Okay. You remember that Geechee Man shit though? I don't know which dog it was in that Geechee Man shit was in. I don't know which one of them dogs that Geechee Man shit was in though. That shit was all right too. Hmm. Have you ever had hounds that go into scared to go into that scared to go into the doghouse? Nah. Hounds that scared to go in the doghouse? Nah. Seen ones, and Smokey had some too that they ain't even like they wasn't scared of the doghouse. They just ain't go in that motherfucker. Some of them just sleep outside in the rain and all that type shit. Smokey had some shit like that. No, but I ain't had them type crazy dogs that was scared to go in their own doghouse and all that and all that. Nah, you know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I seen plenty of them that the motherfuckers don't. They act like they don't need no house. You be like, man, yo, this motherfucker don't want to go. Boom, boom, boom. Tim Hendrix. I got something off that Geechee Man blood. Yeah, that shit fire. I like the Geechee Man shit. Dollar Bill would sleep in the snow. Yeah, them dogs was hard, man. Them dogs was hard. Sleeping in the snow and stuff. You be looking out there like, what's going, man? What's up with that? Dog, fine. Fine as a motherfucker, fine. Dog, fine. Shit, you had plenty of escape artists too, Smoke. You had a whole bunch of escape artists. You was always fucking telling me about all the motherfuckers climbing up shit and all that type shit. I still, I still remember that day you said the motherfucker that one dog was fast as shit. He said that bitch fast. That bitch fast as shit. Chase chasing the motherfucking dog fast as a motherfucker. Yeah, he didn't fuck with the doghouse unless it was pouring raining. Yeah, that rain hit their ass different. Especially that freezing rain. That should be like a shot every time they hit their pop, 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 pop. Ice on their ass. You gotta be tough. Yeah, that was some of the good old days. Some of the good old days. The good old days though, we used to be able to go down there and take them dogs, put them in the water though. We used to go down there till they stopped us from doing that shit. They let us do that for a little bit. We was thinking we was living the good life then, going on the water and shit with the dogs and shit. Shit, couldn't tell us nothing. Shit, they sure enough they said them niggas having too much fun. Fuck that. Couldn't do that shit no more. Couldn't do that shit no more. Man, I'm gonna tune in later to get this coffee. They walk this hand. Salute, 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 salute. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through Bulldog Talk, and that's what we talking about. Salute. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. We was talking about the Boyles Dogs, y'all. We was talking about the Bulls work. Salute. Rest in peace. We're all the Bulls. We was talking about the work. Good dogs. Good dogs. Good dog, man. Good breeding and shit like that. I'm still here with y'all. Y'all can hit me with y'all want to hit me with. I'm blowing. We chilling. Easy listening. Easy listening. I bought that new I told y'all last month I had bought that new nail clipper, nail filer, the drum joint, the drum joint. You know the dang, I ain't even take I supposed to have clipped the nails and all that shit. The nails was gone. Nails was gone. They did it themselves. They did it themselves. The motherfuckers was claws at first. The motherfuckers did it themselves some type of way. I ain't have to even fucking use the motherfucker. They was walking around, bouncing around, bouncing around. When I looked, shit, everybody's shit was down right, down right. Pressure said they was gonna fall off though any motherfucking way. The motherfuckers looked like wild. The motherfuckers looked like they had talons at first. Good working dogs. Good working dogs. Any new any new formulas out there? Any new shit? Y'all that hit the market for us pet supplies. Y'all want to share with the people that y'all heard some new shit. Any new shit that's working y'all and try it. If y'all know something, let me know. I see Diamond got a 3120 up at Tractor Supply. They got a 3120 up that motherfucker at Tractor Supply. Diamond jump, purple label jump. Might be puppy or it might be all ages. I don't know. It's a 3120 out there though. Anybody anybody shopping for the new overalls and shit? Winter time coming, y'all got getting some new ones this season for the dogs and shit. Fucking with the dogs, going out in the woods hunting and shit. You got the good Carhartt shit. Fire shit at Tractor Supply. Got the Carhartt shit out there. Fire joints around our way. We got the fire ass joints Carhartts for you. Salute the Carhartt. Yeah, cause ain't nothing wrong with letting the dogs bump into you and getting all up on you and shit like that while they're young and shit, so they can get their rhythm down. When they get their rhythm down and shit, you too, you getting your rhythm down too, to know how to move around the dog and shit like that. So don't be scared bumping into the dogs, getting dirty with the dogs when you out there fucking with the dogs. Don't be one of them niggas that don't want the dogs to jump all on you, be all on you. So go ahead and strap up how you supposed to strap up, man. Put on shit that you don't mind bumping with your dogs, bumping and grinding with your dogs and shit, you know. And then you could teach them. They'll learn then how not to be bumping to you and shit like that when y'all trying to do shit. And you'll learn when not to bump into them and all that type shit. Y'all gotta find y'all rhythm out. It's better doing that shit early. That's what they be doing when the puppies running around and shit like that. They bumping into each other, bumping into you. Boom, boom, boom. You step them on, try and step over them. Oh shit. They like, it's all about finding your rhythm and shit like that. They find a little rhythm and shit. You know, they way faster than you. So like you think you moving out their way, but they right back in your way again. You know what I mean? But it's about finding your rhythm with the dogs. They just getting to learn you and shit like that. So they rubbing up against you, smelling you all the time, learning how you walking and all that. And then after a while, become natural. Y'all walk together because a lot of times you could tell, a lot of people they don't get it like that. So it's always like they still be trying to find a rhythm. The person and the dog still tripping them up. Even though you had the dog since it was a puppy, but y'all still ain't got no rhythm down. You know what I mean? You still gonna get wrapped up in the leash. The motherfucker gonna run all around you and all that because you ain't get that rhythm down early when they was puppies and shit like that. It's like a rhythm. So they could know that shit. A lot of them pick it up faster than others. Some of them pick it up real fast and all that shit. That's why you got some dogs that you like to walk and some dogs that you can't stand walking and shit like that. But it's all because you ain't find a rhythm with them dogs. Some dogs high energy, so that they rhythm might. You got to find a rhythm. That's all I'm trying to say. Find a rhythm with it. Different leashes control shit like that too. Different leashes. That's why I like the bungee joints. You got the wild ones want to do a whole bunch of bucking and spinning and shit while they're young. All this shit while they're young. I don't want them doing that when they older. But like, yeah, when they young, doing all that bucking and spinning and shit like that. Boom, boom. Um, I like the bungees for that type shit because it doubles. It's like the double of they doubling they workup. So the more they act all crazy and shit and all that, as long as I stand firm while they doing that or whatever, and let them work themselves out until they realize, okay, you're gonna have to boom boom, and then find a rhythm. I don't even be walking when they do that shit. We ain't even going nowhere till you calm down. When you calm down, realize like it is what it is. You stop and wherever you point at or direction you want to go or want to take me, I'm gonna let you take me for a minute. That's how I'm teaching the dog how. That's how I'm trying to find a rhythm and dictate the rhythm and shit like that. Okay, you got one? You got one. It was a good day. Top Shelf got one. I knew I was gonna smell it. He was blowing that motherfucking tree. One of them motherfuckers smelled some good tree around, came right up there to you. It was the trees. It was the trees you was blowing on. Whatever that strand was, whatever that strand was, some good tree made the dead come around. Bo got that motherfucking meat. Yeah. That was you scored today. Scored today. Salute that. Salute the worker. Salute the work. Salute the worker. Y'all seen him out there early this morning up there. Y'all know he was out there early this morning. Came out the woods with something. Salute the hunting. Salute the hunter. Hey, live in real time, goddamn. Yes, sir. This easy listening. We still easy listening. I had went through Ronald Bulls. We were still saluting Ronald Bulls work. I went through the little branch of Dirty Murray shit. Double back on the Dirty Murray shit, seeing how he was cooking with Dirty Murray. He got shit. The nigga they put 40 dogs up underneath Dirty Murray. And shit, he got 5 champions off of it. Whole bunch of winners and shit like that. But like he got 5 champions off of it. He bred 4 of them himself. You got but Pat Patrick is the one to get credit for breeding Dirty Mary though, so we're gonna do that right there. But then once Bull start cooking with him, he got cooking with her. Shit, he got Black Gold, POR, he got Bull Action, Clyde the Undertaker. Bull Action was a champion. Then he got champion Mr. Rogers, champion Smoke and Reno. And then Bunts had Mr. Toad. And that's out of 40 dogs. So that's like one out of 8 every time. 8 motherfuckers after 8 motherfuckers. You know how they be saying 1 in 50 the bully son and all that, and 1 through 100 this, and other motherfuckers with Bulls though be like, yeah, you gotta go through a lot of them. Shit, not Ronald Bulls, not Ronald Bulls, and not Dirty Murray. That's what I'm gonna say to that. Not Ronald Bulls and not Dirty Murray. Not Ronald Bulls when he cooking with Dirty Murray. He ain't going through no 50 of them. That's they lying to us about the shit they showing us. Shit with it. When Ronald Bulls was cooking with Dirty Murray, shit, he put a 40 clip out there for the people in the work. To work say 1 out of 8 he hitting bullseye, champion type shit. So that's without Bunts and Mr. Toad. He got 4 of them, 4 chance. That's 10%. That's 10%, right? 4 out of 40. No, what is that? 4 out of 40? Yeah, I think that's 10%. 10% of the dogs. So that's 1 out of every 10. 1 out of 10 if you take the Bunts joint away from, you know, you could take that away from Ronald, but you can't take that away from Dirty Mary. So you know what I mean? You could say Bunts 10%, 10% champ, 10% champions out of 40 clip when he cooked with Dirty Mary. And that's not even talking about the winners and the other shit that's throwing shit too, and dogs throwing shit. So yeah, salute the work. Yeah, Mr. Garcia did speak a lot of Mr. Bulls. Matter of fact, Mr. Garcia told me when I asked him one time, I asked him about concentrating on the females and shit and breeding your dogs like that. He was like, shit, look at how Bulls did Dirty Murray. That's what he said. He said, if you want to concentrate your yard on your female, you got a good female, you want to concentrate your yard on her, look how Bulls bred Dirty Murray. That's an example for you. That's what he said. So, so Gang Dog University, salute. So what the motherfucker say? What the fuck? Uh so you got 1, 10%, 10%. out of Dirty Mary. They said the production come from Baby though, Awesome Baby. I mean, not Red Baby. I think they said Red come from her mother. That's what somebody said. They think the production capabilities of Dirty Mary come from her mother. That's what was said earlier today. Those that interest me lately, just popping out my eye lately. McCool sack, McCool shit, McCool shit, McCool shit. For some reason, popping out to me for some reason. Don't know nothing really about it, but McCool shit, McCool sack, and McCool dogs. Anybody know anything about the McCool dogs? Game Dog University, but smoke. That's what I think they say. Smoke. You talking about Boyles Dogs, Ronald Boyles, some of his work. I just went through Dirty Mary shit, but people know other lines. Then some big people was talking about Backstreet True shit. You know, we was just talking about Ronald Boyles working Boyles Dogs, period, and all that type shit. As much as we can. You know, it's R.I.P. Ronald Boyles. He quit. He quit. Okay, who quit? Who was I talking about you saying quit? That motherfucker just jumped out, said he quit. He quit. who who was the last motherfucker I was talking about? He quit. Oh, McCool Sack. Oh, McCool Sack. He quit. Okay, McCool Sack. McCool Sack. Damn, okay. Why that motherfucker popping out and shit? Why I'm thinking about McCool shit then? Thanks though. Thank you for telling me that though. Thanks for telling me that. He quit, goddammit. He quit. Did he quit before they bred him or after? That's me being nosy again. That's me. That's me asking for you pop me upside my head again. Did he quit before they bred him? Because I swear, didn't he get bred? Did he quit before they bred him or after? That's the question now. What the fuck is going on? Why the fuck I'm talking about some McCool shit? All I hear is motherfucker. I say McCool shit. Motherfucker say he quit. So we call him on sack. All right, we got that. Well, I guess the McCool ain't nothing good about McCool. I guess ain't nothing good about McCool. Sack quick. But what the fuck? Somebody got bred. Some McCool shit out this bitch somewhere. Something going on. Goddamn it. Salute, solo. God damn, McCool sack quit. God damn. But did they breed him before he quit or after? That's what they just said. It don't matter how they all cur puppies. Hey, still out banjo. Still out banjo on the ground. Okay. 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 So that's what I'm thinking about banjo shit. Okay, maybe I'm thinking about banjo shit. That's what I'm talking about. Some cool sack shit. Okay. Okay. I salute banjo, dog. I ain't had too many of them, but I had a good one, a female that was a good one. Got her from some young brothers uptown, up DC. Salute them. I forgot their names. Or whatever. Salute them though. Salute them. Good ass female banjo dog. Damn, they bred them before and after. Who quit too? Hold the fuck up. Banjo quit too. Quit too. Banjo quit too. God damn. Damn. Hey, I be asking shit. So goddamn whole boot and shit back. Oh my. Dang, Banjo quit too. Oh shit. Damn. Damn. Banjo quit too. Fuck. Shit. Motherfuckers be proud of the banjo shit though. I was proud of the little black bitch that the banjo shit. Hey, hey, maybe that's why I start seeing banjo with the boomerang. Did they try to bring the boomerang to save it or some shit? The boom banjo with the boomerang. Did they do that for that reason? Like fuck that, I'm gonna have to put boomerang with the motherfucker. Or you gonna tell me boo? Oh, okay. He said, yeah. Okay, that's why they put the boomerang with it. Okay, got you. Cause boy, I thought you was gonna hit me again upside my head. He said he quit too. Yep. God dang. Okay, so they try to bring boomerang to save the day. And boomerang to save the day. God damn it! You ain't even got to hear J B voice. Shit still be funny. Right, fam. Right. you, you put a double yep in there. I'm scared to ask what the second yep was for. It better not be for badass dogs. That's what I'm talking about. Top shelf badass dogs. We were just talking about Geechee Man and shit like that. Lil J said, badass dogs, hell yeah. Hey, Lil J. Badass dogs, hell yeah. Fucking right. Now that's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt right there. That's a t-shirt right there. Hell yeah. I think his mom quit. Boomerang mom quit. I don't, man. He says mom quit. Boomerang mom quit. Hey, hey, shit. What can you say? Workers, man, workers. Quit on the job. Quit on the job. God damn it, I quit. I'm gonna quit on the job. Quit on the job. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Quit on the motherfucking job. I'm not having it no more. Hey, we were just talking about that Geechee man shit. We had a couple dogs, had some Geechee man shit up in there. I was asking Big Bro, give me some grand champions and shit, historically speaking, from round way whatever. Boom. Couldn't really, wasn't too many, wasn't too many. Got a record, the champions and shit, but it wasn't too many of the grand champions. You know, we had Missy, and I think we had 9-1 too. I definitely remember Missy though. Banjo mother quick, not boomerang mother. Banjo mother quick. Okay, that's what's happening. That's what happened. Not boomerang mother, banjo mother quick. Okay. So they probably was just rough dogs. You say you know about that stuff? Top shelf? What? What? What stuff was I talking about? What the fuck was I talking about? Talk about it, top shelf, if you know about it. Jog my memory and shit. Oh, you know about that stuff? Okay, I got you. Anybody know some of the Boyles Dogs? Anybody know some of the Boyles Dogs? I can't read that last part. It's covered up right now. I get to it though quick. Anybody know some of the Boyles Dogs? It's starting off like it's ready to say trash. I can't read. I can't read none of that other shit. I hope it ain't saying traits. Okay, traits. Okay, it popped up traits. God damn. Oh, god damn. Anybody know some of the Boyles Dogs traits? Shit. I couldn't. I would probably be lying. If I tried to dabble into it, I just seen small built ass joints with that same type pattern on, like that split face type shit. A lot of that split face shit, looking like Dirty Murray type shit. That type of pattern and that type of build. Matter of fact, that type of build. The females and all that be like cock diesel, like males and shit. The ones I seen, cock diesel type shit. You dig what I'm saying? Built nice type shit. You know what I mean? Game Time Kennel said they love to pat their front feet when jumping up and down. Okay. The heavy wrestlers, they love to wrestle. Salute that. Salute that. Salute that. Rough acting joints. Play rough and all that shit. Play rough and fast and all that shit. Real fast, active ass motherfuckers, the ones I seen. The mean ones that I seen, I didn't like being around them. The mean ones that I seen, that people had that was like that or whatever they were saying was like that. I ain't like being around them motherfuckers. I ain't like being around them. They be Surge type Surge animals, especially the ones that, you know, especially them workers and shit like that. The motherfuckers, yeah, you got the ones I seen, you gotta be You know, I be knowing how to fuck with them, handle them and shit like that. Handle them motherfuckers. That's just the ones I seen. Salute, family. Hit the like button and subscribe. Y'all heard, family. Hit the like button and subscribe, gentlemen, ladies, workers, even the bosses, even the bosses. Hit the like button and subscribe. Salute the workers. Obo scored one a day. He scored one a day. Obo went down the books today. Calypso, salute. Salute. They used the snooty to save it. Salute game time. Salute game time. Salute that game time. Double salute on that one. Before both start fucking shooting shots at Snooty. Shoot shots at Snooty and all that type of shit. I know he gonna shoot shots at Snooty, but shoot, yeah, salute Snooty, goddammit. If you know, you know, salute Snooty. That's what I say. So every time I hear motherfuckers say Snooty something in a positive way, hey, salute Snooty, I jump on it too. Salute Snooty. Motherfuckers shy away from that name. They used to be proud to say that name. I remember a time they used to be proud to say something about Snooty. Now they damn motherfuckers shy away from that shit. Shy away from Snooty. They look down on their nose. They look down their nose on Snooty now. They act snooty towards Snooty. Ain't that some shit? They act snooty. They act snobby and snooty. They act all stuck up and snobby and shit to Snooty now. Boy, do they. They do Snooty like, yeah, they do Snooty dirty. They do Snooty dirty, man. Top Chef said he right. Yeah, okay, that's what's up. He said he right. They did use Snooty to say that shit. All right. Somebody told him something, goddamn it. Snooty told him something. Them Snooty dogs told him something, goddamn it, for them to even go over there. All right? You ain't gotta tell me how it worked out or nothing, but just the fact that they went over there for that is enough for me. Salute Snooty. Yeah, we know somebody knows something, goddamn it. Yeah. Snooty Banjo, Snooty Banjo. Y'all heard him? Shit, Snooty Banjo. Snooty Banjo gotta be just like, I ain't gonna say just like, but it shouldn't be, it should go well with, I mean, I'm just thinking out loud, but hey, why not a little boomerang too? Shit, I ain't gonna hurt nothing, right? Ain't that same type of tree, same type of tree and shit. You know what I mean? So when the boomerang Snooty, the boomerang Snooty with the banjo, well, that's doing too much. That you doing too much, Toyo. You doing too much. Am I doing too much when I do that? When I say boomerang, the boomerang motherfuckers, workers on all of them. Working boomerang, working Snooty and the working banjo. Let's get it. Boom, boom, boom. Am I doing too much? Top Shelf said, carver, carver, carver. Salute, salute, salute. Hey, shit, y'all making me realize. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with a little Eli splash in there too. They say, slide, hey, that old Carver Eli. Yeah, they can't hate on that. Motherfuckers look down their nose at that too, but that old Carver Eli. Hey, that's what I think that solidifies some of that shit I'll be talking about, but I don't be really knowing what how to say it. But y'all saying it for me right there. When I be talking about shit around here, shit, all you need good old Carver, good old honest Carver dog. And I ain't even understand when I was saying it, but I really was seeing like, my good old honest Carver shit. boom, boom, go a long motherfucking way. Hey, but you know, when I said it, I was like, damn, is it a such thing as an honest carver dog? You know, like that's a crazy statement. A good old honest carver dog. But like that's what I seen. Like that's what I seen. Like I can't hate on the old a good old carver dog, man. Boom. I can't, I just can't. You know, call it snooty, call it boomerang, you know, banjo. Call it banjo, call it that. Hey, that's the shit I be talking about. I like riding with that shit. I like riding with that shit, my nigga. Hold up, let me try to calm one of these motherfuckers down. Bazooka Black ass, that's who it is now. He think it is. He said no. He said no. You say no, Bo? No, it ain't no such thing as an honest carver dog. That's what you talking about? Hey, stop. Stop that. Your room? Thanks, man. Yes. The room? What? You changed your mind. Hey, stop. Yeah, I already know them motherfuckers be telling me what to do. Dogs be telling me what to do. I don't even be faking to y'all. I'm just the caretaker in charge. But really, them motherfuckers be dictating shit. I be faking like I'm the motherfucker that run the shit. When basically the actions show that they run the shit. I gotta jump every time I hear certain shit. Gotta do this, gotta do that. All right? Bulldog shit. Bulldog shit. Bulldog shit. Gotta make sure they all right. Somebody, something wrong with somebody, something going on. All that shit. Say ain't no such thing as an honest carver dog. That's what Top Shelf say. Give me, I fucks with it. I fucks with it. I ain't gonna front. I fucks with it. That's what I got my hands on now. And he already on 5, 6 months looking like he been eating spinach and hitting push-ups. Hey, good old carver shit. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Built like you want to be built. Built like you want to be built. And usually you ain't got no question looking at him. It's telling that it's a pit bull. You ain't got to worry about none of that type shit. You know what I mean? Now, all that other shit is the question, just like any other dog. You know, you still got to go through the processes and all that. And you know, we all roll the dice with that type shit. But like, yeah, just off the top, you know what I mean? Yeah, you looking like the part. You looking like the part, acting like the part. All right. Make the caretakers of them dogs and all that type of shit feel all right when they out there cleaning up and feeding them and boom, 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 looking at them. You like to look at that shit. You know what I mean? You know, until you find out that it ain't like that, then they probably you looking at them crazy after that, just like everybody else. But like, yeah, before you find out the truth, they was looking all good before you find out the truth. You might not never find out though. That's hey, might not never find out. So you can keep on talking your shit. You can keep on talking your shit. Yeah, yeah. Hey, you can keep talking your shit with that bad motherfucker. When I was young, I used to hear about some dudes up in the uh up in the Pennsylvania way. I think they had good dogs. I forgot their name. Some brothers had some dogs. I forget their names, but they had dogs when I was young. I always wonder what bloodline they fucked with. black man, the black man carver did a little different. The black man carver dog a little different though. Okay, okay. The black man carver dog is a little different though. Different meaning different in a positive way, top shelf, or different in a negative way. You know, the black man carver dog hit a little different though. Is it hitting a little better, or it's watered down? It's more watered down. Talk to me. I like the carver shit. The reason why I like him and shit, good, the bad, the ugly. But like, um, more often than not, to me, with those dogs, just the ones that I had the privilege to put hands on, I could believe in them. I could believe in them more. I could believe in them more than that. Once they telling me something, once they telling me something, I kind of could believe it. I seen like I can believe that shit. And motherfuckers ain't yeah. It don't matter what, who, where, nothing, whatever. Like it don't matter. Who, you got a good one. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. It don't matter. But saying that and hearing myself say, I guess you could say that about any line when you got a good one. It don't matter, no matter what. You got one of them motherfuckers. But yeah, for me and what I'm saluting right now, that good old Carver. However you put it up in there. We talked about Three Dog Banjo, Boomerang, and Snooty. So yeah, I ain't tripping off of it. Give me a good one out of there, all that, then holler at me. Holler at me. Black man Carver dog. Hit a little different. More about the same, different color, different build, some style. Okay, about the same. You say about the same, but it's a different color, different build, same styles though. Cause you're saying black man carver dogs got more bite though. I think that's what you're saying. The black man carver dogs got more. The black man bred more towards the bite side of it, or they kept more of the bite side. They like that was their choice. The biting ones. Yeah, the ones I knew they definitely had mouth. The good ones I knew they definitely had mouth. I don't think I never even seen a soft mouth, good carver soft mouth dog. I ain't even never seen that. I ain't never seen that. I'm sure there's plenty of them though. Sure there's plenty of them. But it's probably like what you said. People, motherfuckers I was around, they wasn't fucking with no soft mouth dogs. Crockett, salute. Roll up, roll up, roll up, roll up. I ain't gonna tell y'all to do nothing else but roll up. Oh, Jay. Hold on real quick, y'all. Get another touch. Salute to the brand new Chewy account. The brand new Chewy account. I don't know if y'all fuck with the Chewy, but Chewy, yeah, fucking with the Chewy account. Good deals on the dog food. I got all the first time customer type shit with it. Woo woo woo. Yeah, so right now I'm saluting the Chewy account. Uh, you know, We got hit Tractor Supply today though. I got hit Tractor Supply today. Okay, the Rascals. The Rascals. Crockett said, love Tractor Supply as they love my money. Hey, 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 sometimes you be mad at them, but you gotta love them. You gotta love them too. You gotta love them too. You gotta love them too, goddamn. You gotta love them too. I feel sorry. I don't know if I'm supposed to feel sorry for the motherfuckers that go to Pet Smarts and all them other type joints. Am I supposed to feel sorry for them? Or those not the motherfuckers I supposed to be feeling sorry for? Them niggas got money. They go in Pet Smart and Petco and all that. They got money. Cause leashes in college and shit and dog food up in that motherfucker is serious. It's serious up in that joint. I mean, I be like, man, don't y'all know that you could get this cheaper over it? They don't give they on the level where they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. Who next to them selling this and that, and who round the corner selling this and this what they cost up in this motherfucker. That's what they say. This how much this shit costs up in here. That's what they say. You ain't even gotta tell us about Tractor Supplies and all that type shit. They'll tell you right there. I shop there too. They say that shit. Ooh, boom, boom, boom. They get but up in the pet motherfuckers smart and pet codes and them motherfuckers, shit. You see them people grooming and shit up in there. You see the type of dogs coming up in that motherfucker. You see what the all right, motherfucker, you see the type of cars and shit parked outside, man. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay that. You have to pay this shit. You'd be like, nah, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'm getting the fuck up out of here. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's it. Tried AI breedings for the first time yesterday. Damn. Did did you did was it all right? Was it all right? It worked out all right for you? You know, was it hard getting done? Damn, Solo then went AI on us and shit. Salute, Solo. God damn. Shooting for the stars, god damn it. Solo said, never heard anything good. Oh, he talking about as far as the AI joints. Yeah, let us know what's good, Solo. I ain't these motherfuckers. Let me see what's going on again, y'all. Hold on. You know, that nigga Bazooka, that nigga make you go there and see him. He be like, you gonna have to see me. Hold on. Let me get that. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Customer appreciation grand opening. The local store is giving out 5 cent. Yeah, I'm rocking my Tractor Supply hat. They gave me one for the grand opening. Oh yeah, hey. Let me see what's going on again. Hold on, I got a lot of shit going on. All right. For a penny, what the fuck? Motherfucker said for a penny, what the fuck? Saying some crazy shit that copper penny is worth more than $1. The copper penny is more than the paper dollar. I like I like go see I like see you say that shit. I like see you say that shit. I like see you say that shit, Crockett. I like be with you when you say that shit. When you try to spend them pennies in the store. I like see you try that shit and see what the fuck really is out at the motherfucking store. When you go tell them motherfuckers a penny is worth more than a paper dollar right now. See if they say, "Oh yeah, you're right. Give us the pennies. We don't want the paper shit." I want, yeah. I like be with you when you pull that shit. 5 cent for a penny, man. Someone is making money. Money. Hey, somebody, somebody really making money. If you could trade in the motherfucking copper, all them copper pennies in for, you can start trading it off for money, you know, for some paper shit. Shit, what? Shit. And they said 1 penny. Yeah. I like to see 1 penny bring some paper money. Some paper money, American money. 1 penny bring some paper American money. So what the fuck? Hey, Havoc 360 salute. You would think you would think that shit though. You would think that shit though. The whole sad thing about it, the whole sad thing about it though, Crockett, you probably right like a motherfucker. Probably even right about the shit when it boiled down to the copper, the metal probably is and all that. It ain't even really, it shouldn't even be really no doubt about it. It shouldn't even be no doubt about the shit for real, for real. You know what I mean? But man, but man, shit, the local stores melting them down. 5 6. Hey, 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 I don't know what rabbit hole y'all went down. Is somebody giving out 5 cents for a penny? Oh, that shit sound like some bad motherfuckers. Y'all some bad motherfuckers. Y'all must, y'all, hey, that's some real ass shit. I don't even know. Hey, what can I say? I missed out on the Bitcoin joint. I missed out on the Bitcoin joint. I wasn't a believer. So niggas shitting on me. They got Bitcoin. I'm still old fashioned. I think a Bitcoin ain't worth shit. I don't know. That's how off I am. Bitcoins is the shit, they say, you know? Now Crockett say pennies pennies worth more than the paper money. Did somebody say they're giving 5 cents up for a penny? Oh shit. Oh, good grief. Light it up. Light it up. Oh yeah, the rascal shit. Rascals, right? The rascals, right? Can the real rascal stand up? Which one is the real rascal? Is the Trey Hands the Trey Hand rascal? Is that the shit? Is that the shit? And what's the other rascal? What's the other rascal whole name? You know what I mean? School me in. What's the other rascal whole name? Is he related to the Trey Hands rascal? And is it a real one? Or they both you can't separate neither one of them. You can't separate them. When they talking about the rascal, what's the rascal? What's the rascal? What Crenshaw? Okay, is it Crenshaw rascal or is that Trey Hands rascal? Which one is the real rascal? Can they be separated? Is it a difference? Salute making it fit. Is Trey Hands the real rascal? Or like or like if you got the Crenshaw rascal, then you got the Trey Hands rascal. Is that what it is? School me and I might jog me smack me upside my head. If you got the Crenshaw rascal, you already got the Trey Hands rascal. It come with the Trey Hands rascal. Can you get the Trey Hands rascal without the Crenshaw's rascal? And is it a difference? And I'm gonna even hit you with this one. Can it be Otis? Can it be Otis, Red Boy Rascal? Why y'all digging into the rascal shit, right? And telling me about the rascal shit, Crenshaw and Trey Hands. If you can separate them, if you can get one without the other, you know, I want to know that. And also, I'm just fucking with the Jeep Red Boy Rascal guys. Can you do something with Otis? Can you do something with the Otis Red Boy Rascal? Can you do Otis? Have they done Otis Red Boy Rascal? Now I know they didn't did Jeep Outlaw. Jeep Outlaw. I know they didn't did that. But did they do Otis Red Boy Rascal? Well, hey, y'all just shooting out some shit. Shooting out some shit to y'all. That's top shelf shit. I'm fucking with top shelf. That's Jeep Red Boy Rascal, man. I'm fucking with him. Nigga, is Otis side over there? Is Otis safe over there? Around them parts, them Jeep Red Boy Rascal motherfuckers. Is Otis? Y'all salute Otis over there? Or your Jeep got beat Jeep? Your Jeep got beat Jeep. I'll try to shuffle y'all shit up a little bit. And I want to know about them damn rascals. Is it Crenshaw? The Crenshaw rascal comes with the Trey Hands rascal already in it, or you can separate that shit. I'm just asking. Is it a real rascal? Is one of them the real deal? Can you separate them bitches? I like asking shit. Fuck it. Jeep Red Boy Razzle. Jeep. Well, hold up. What about other shit? Is the combination? Ooh, coming. I'm just asking. Can you switch some shit up and shit like that? Bing, bing, bing. Wop, whip. Yeah, I want to know. Is them parts interchangeable, or it just ain't the same? It just ain't the same, man. I don't give a fuck if you talking that other shit. It just ain't the same. Salute the Wrangler dog. I think Wrangler was a Jeep dog, huh? The AI joint, you gotta keep us abreast, keep us up to date with that shit, Solo. And salute the work, my nigga. Yeah. Salute that shit. The AI, yeah, yeah. Cover all motherfucking angles. That's what I'm talking about. They say Jocko can't go on the mountain by itself. Red Boy already up there, uh, and Jeep up there. And I think we put shit, we had a ride when we put a black motherfucker. We ended up putting about 5 black motherfuckers up there once they said we couldn't come. We put Doc Holliday up that motherfucker, motherfucker Eli Jr. We motherfuckers was putting black motherfuckers up for days. They was coming out the roof. So we got a crowd of black motherfuckers up there. But Red Boy and Jeep. But so damn, Jocko can't get up there without Red Boy, huh? But Red Boy Jocko up that motherfucker. Red Boy Jocko up that motherfucker, but Jocko can't get up there without Red Boy. That's what they said. But Red Boy up there by himself. He could be up there by himself, but only way Jocko coming is if he coming with the Red Boy, they say. That's what they said. Until somebody do something different. That's what they said. They said Jocko can't come up there by himself. Now that was the male side of the mountain. Now we talk about the female side of the mountain. Bet you some black dogs get up there. I bet you some black dogs get up on that female side of the mountain. Shit. Bet you ain't gonna be no problem with no black dogs getting up on that female side of the mountain. Where the females? What the females y'all gonna put up on the mountain? Just like Jeep Red Boy and all them motherfuckers. What females can you put up there on the mountain? Representing on the mountain. Females standing tall on the mountain. You gotta have production, popularity. You gotta cover all the board, all around the board. We gotta salute you to get you up there. Is it a female that can go up there? All right. How about that side of the mountain? They say the queen up there. They say the queen up there off the top. That's what I heard. You know, they ain't even tripping off the production shit because y'all know they female, so they production gonna be lower than the male side. So we counting all the shit in the count now. We gonna be fair with it. But like Queen up there, they saying Queen up there. Queen is up there. Queen of Hearts up there. Toyo put her up there. If y'all don't put her up there on the female side of the mountain, I put Queen of Hearts up there. I'm gonna see who's gonna be the first person to yell at Kurt or a cold female try to put it up there because their production is so vicious. I'm gonna see it. We we gotta have workers on the mountain, but I'm gonna see who y'all gonna be trying to slide out there. Talking Boyles Dogs, I'm taking Grand Champion STPs. Boom, 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 boom. Start with a C. I'm sure I'm gonna know the name once I be able to see it. Candy, hands down. So you putting Candy up on the mountain, making it fit. You putting Candy up on the mountain. As far as the females, and I'm gonna put Honey Bunch up that motherfucker. I'm putting Honey Bunch up there too. I'm putting Honey Bunch up there. Honey Bunch on the mountain. I'm putting Honey Bunch on the mountain. I put Queen on the mountain, and I'm putting Honey Bunch up there. I think making it fit said he putting Candy up that bitch. It don't matter. It don't matter making it fit. I understand. You know what we talking about. You decided to throw out there, try to put her on the mountain anyway. So we cool with that though. I ain't seeing too much pushback from Candy. You know what I mean? They females, the production might not be as much as they can't be like the males, but if they come with that package too, that's a bonus for them. But I think Candy put a stamp down to where as though I don't think motherfuckers mad at you putting Candy up on a mountain. She up there though besides Queen and she up there beside Queen and Honey Bunch though. When they put Otis with the Red Boy, they still call the Jeep Red Boy Rascal. When they put the Otis with it, or Otis get his own shit. Or ain't it another one? I'm talking about Otis. It might be something else. I might be talking other shit, but y'all know what I'm saying. Well, who else is it? Charlie or some shit. Charlie Red Boy Rascal. You ever heard a motherfucker say that? I got that Charlie Red Boy Rascal. I heard motherfuckers say Charlie Dogs. I heard somebody say Charlie Dogs before. Sound good, sound good. I like the sound of that Charlie Red Boy Rascal. Y'all got some females put on the mountain. Strike it back up. Drag it back up. I would like to hear Buffalo Soldier talk about breeding dogs. I heard him talk certain stuff before with Garcia. Some of that shit he be talking about interests me. Like I think Pool Hall Red maybe. Uh Panama. Some shit he was talking about. Shit he was talking about interests me. The dogs that he did fuck with. The dogs that he did fuck with. You know, he was making a state Black Widow up there. He said Black Widow. He put making a fish said Black Widow, put Black Widow up there. All right. Boom. But the statement he made far as with the whatever that shit was, some ruffian shit or staff shit or whatever the fuck it was, you know, wasn't ashamed of it and nothing, proud to talk about it and all that. So it made me look into the other shit that he was talking about too. You feel me? If he ain't ashamed to talk about that shit like that, that was a statement to me. A good dog is a good dog. Boom, boom, boom. So I wanted to know where the other dogs at that he like when he do fuck, when he start fucking with the real shit, and he start recognizing, he was started saying he recognized, the differences and shit, but it ain't make him get rid of the bad dogs that he had. But he recognized the differences and shit. So, but just that them bad dogs gave him a standard of what a bad dog is. I like to look at the dogs through his eyes some type of way, like when he is fucking with the real shit and all that, what he like to fuck with. So the dogs he was talking about that he liked to fuck with to even, soup his shit up. I like how he like to say when he mixed it with this, he souped this shit up, just put turbos on him. I forgot what dog he said he added to it, put turbos on his shit. You dig what I'm saying? So he liked it that. You know what I mean? But then he started dipping more too. He started dipping more with the pits, And I was seeing how he was crossing them things up, seeing how he was crossing that type shit up. And from me hearing the little talks he was doing, he'd go get a dog when he wanted. Wasn't just local. Like motherfucker he was able to get dogs from wherever he wanted to get them from. That's what it sounded like. That's what it sounded like. Cause he ain't just the shit he was talking about wasn't just no local shit, whatever. And I'm sure he did have some local shit that he was cooking with, but he go get some shit. And the way he was talking, it was like the way he was talking, I looked at him more like he was talking about, he was more concentrating on his females too, like Top Chef was saying, but like basically, if you in the circle, the good dogs that's around the country that's up for stud. That's how he was kind of talking. Like, that's how he was going. It seemed like, okay, like it ain't nothing special. I'm going to the stud that everybody could go to, boom, boom, boom. That you know what I mean? Because I ain't tripping off that. Everybody can go to that stud. I ain't the only one can go to that stud, but I'm going to this stud for a reason. I picked this stud for a reason. I don't know what the fuck they went to that stud for, but I went to this stud for a reason. I could have went to the other stud or whatever. Boom, boom, boom. Some people they don't got choices like that to go to different stud. They can pick, So like, yeah, he sounded like he knew what the fuck he was talking about. Knew what he was talking about on the cooking and shit. I liked it, that shit. I like that shit. Saluted that shit. Like Corvino and them was making dogs too. I think they was them type of guys was still on the, still on the. They don't give a fuck. They try and make some shit. They don't give a fuck. They think think some of those guys were still on some uh you know a lot of wild cards with that type shit. A lot of wild cards. I was looking at the Divine Dogs, Mr. Divine Dogs and shit like that. And the dogs that they was talking about so highly of and stuff like that. And I was just looking at them and shit. And I think a lot of Corvino shit was in their shit, or they was fucking with Corvino dogs. I'm not sure. And I think they shit was tied to some like, some mixes too. I'm not sure. But I think, they wasn't far off the branch fucking with Corvino, different dogs up in that motherfucker, whatever. But like they dogs had a certain type of look when I was looking at them Divine Dogs and the dogs that was good ones they was talking about. They all had a certain type of look about them to me. To me, they ain't put it like this. To me, they ain't look like East Coast dogs. I don't know where they was at, but they ain't look like no East Coast dogs or whatever. They looked different to me. those dogs. They looked kind of different to me. Salute, Jason Clark. Salute. Them early ones they was talking about. Them early dogs they was talking about. Them early divine joints when they was fucking with the I think they was fucking with Corvino. I think they was, or it might be Giroux. Giroux and Corvino, all of them was in the mix, I think. The Giroux dogs too. The Giroux dogs too. They was like a different, they looked different to me. They looked different. They didn't look like the average dogs that I used to seeing. Salute, Mr. Star. And I see familiar familiarities in the dogs down Louisiana that I see. I mean, you know that I've been seeing when I be looking at them and shit, looking at dogs. They look like kind of them dogs. They look kind of like them Giroux joints, them Giroux dogs, Divine and shit and all that type shit. They look, they got that look down there. Them dogs got that look to me. We was saluting Ronald Boyles, Mr. Star, and naming good dogs off that he, had, if you noted any album, shit like that. We was talking about a lot of stuff. But we was talking about Mr. Boyles. I had went down to Dirty Mary branch of dogs. We was talking about good Boyles dogs and shit like that and talking about other shit. We went to Banjo, Boomerang Snooty, Carver. Went to some other shit too. Big C, salute. And we try and put females up on the mountain. Just like we got Red Boy and all them on the mountain, Red Boy, Jeep and all them on the mountain. We try and put females up there on the female side. We put Queen of Hearts up there, Honey Bunch, and I think Making It Fit put Candy up there, and I think he still got her up there, but then he put Black Widow up that jump. They had to put the females that put just as much influence in the game. We know that they can't compare as far as the production, so we ain't holding them accountable for shit they can't be accountable for. But far as influences on the game, and as much as they could, far as they could do as a female. If they came with some production too, then jumping more power to them. Okay, Big C said Bad Rosemary. Salute. Mr. Saw said Bull's line was kicking butt until original. I can't see that part. I'll get to it though. Dogs came on the scene. I think he's saying original Red Boy Jocko. Maybe it looked like he's saying, yep, Red Boy Jocko dogs came on the scene. Okay. Awesome Baby and Dolly. Goddamn, I think Mr. Star, the first motherfucker. Did we got a cold dog up there? We was wondering who was gonna be the first to put something cold up there and all that. We was gonna wonder who was gonna put something cold up there. Just on production, huh? I don't know too much about old Dolly. Maybe Dolly was a worker too. Maybe Dolly was a worker. Maybe Dolly was a worker. But goddamn, I don't know. I don't know if he the first one put the cold one up that motherfucker. I don't know. I don't think we let no cold ones up that bitch. Yeah, you know, you're a good whore. We try to put some workers up there, but she a good horse. Those good horse. Hey, we try to put some workers up that motherfucker a little bit, goddamn, until we get to the straight horse and shit. Straight horse, fucking cold horse. Hey, nah, man. Hey, and Mr. Star, one of the best too. He shot that motherfucker up there. Shot that up there. He ready to do some breeding. He ready to do some breeding. Hey, 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 talk about the horse. Hey, hey, you go straight to horse baby now. Pool red. Okay, there we go. There we go. Hey, is that the shitty that Buffalo Soldier said he start mixing it, he added some of that shit to his shit and gave him turbo? What's that dog that he said he added some of that blood to his shit and gave it was like they was on turbo. It was like they was on juice. Ooh, what was that blood that he liked when he tapped into it to add to his shit? If you remember, Mr. Star, or any of y'all remember. But yeah, salute Pool Hall Red though. Oh yeah, yeah. You think it was the Pool Hall Red? Okay, okay. Yeah, salute Miss Pool Hall Red. Yeah, bring her on up. Bring her on up. God damn it, bring her on up. Hey, Mr. Star. I know you'll talk to me, Mr. Star. Okay, Big C put Pandy, shady lady. All right, all right. Chilladrina, Chillandrina. Think I heard that name. Is that who? That's a Mexican type shit. Lady Chilladrina, Pandy, shady lady, and Chilladrina. Yeah, they already put Black Widow up there. They put Black Widow up there, Mr. Star. They put up there. Hey, Pandy and Shady Lady could come on up. I think Chilladrina might could come on up too. I think they all workers. I think they all workers. So y'all ain't gonna put Molly up there, Molly B up there. Y'all digging into all these other motherfuckers. Y'all ain't gonna put Molly B up there. Is y'all talking like y'all ain't gonna put Molly B up that joint? I am. I mean, I put Honey Bunch up there and Queen of Hearts. But then y'all was just gonna leave Molly B down there though, right? Y'all just went all over the place and ain't even gonna put Molly B up that bitch, huh? I'm a holler, bring Molly B up this bitch. I'm gonna bring Molly B up. Sage the Great. Okay. That's that red dog. Sega the Great. That's a red dog, ain't it? Salute that red dog. I think I seen that. That joke look like a male, don't it? Tornado and Lady Stone Big C. Okay. They might to get the rumbling up that motherfucker, Lady Stone and Tornado. They might get the rumbling on the mountain. Red Boy Jacko and Boyles. Solo. Mr. Star, I did ask too, ain't no maybe you'll talk to me. Jeep Red Boy Rascal, I'm fucking with them. I'm fucking with Bo. I don't know where yet. You know, Bo done got he said meet on the ground. So he had a successful in the woods jump. So you know what I mean? So he was out there working early. So salute him. He got one on the ground, Mr. Star. So anyway, we talking and shit. So I'm fucking with them though. Like Jeep Red Boy Rascal, like, okay, do Otis. Do Otis, can you put Otis? Can you do some Otis Red Boy Rascal? And I also asked the rascal shit. Is it a difference between them rascals, or do when you got a Crenshaw rascal shit, it automatically come with the Trey Hands rascal? Is it any way you can separate them? Like, you know, do which one of them can come by themselves? You could get a Trey Hand rascal without the Crenshaw rascal, but if you got Crenshaw rascal, you automatically got Trey Hands rascal. You know, I was just asking those questions, and if it uh, is it a difference in those rascals? Is it the real rascal? Is Trey Hands the real rascal? I was asking that too. And could we switch some of that? Could we play around with the Jeep Red Boy Rascal shit? Can we like use Otis or Charlie? And do they do they already do that and still call the Jeep Red Boy Rascal? And do Otis Outlaw, and Rascal. Just playing around with it, see where we at with it. Trey Rascal is much older dog. I think he was a heavy Covino bred dog. Okay, yeah. I know Trey Hand a much older dog. I know that. So I just want to know, like, but which one is the real which one you like? Which one of them rascals is there any difference in them rascals and which you fucking with? Like, is it that ain't the rascal when they saying Jeep Red Boy Rascal, huh? They talking about Crenshaw Rascal. But can you do something? Hey, Honey Bunch. You threw Honey Bunch up there. JT salute. But yeah, I feel exactly what you're saying, making it fit. I'm trying. I'm just trying to throw scenarios out there. You know what I mean? But now you did clear up something for me. You don't think they the same? You don't think that? You think both of them different? They from different lines or whatever. So boom. So when they talking about Jeep Red Boy Rascal out here, they talking about the Crenshaw Rascal. None of they ain't talking about no damn Trey Hands Rascal. No Trey Hands Rascal. But what about Trey Hands Rascals? I want to ask you. What's up with between the Rascals? The battle of the Rascals. Who did more for the game? Can we put them in any type of thing? What's up? Who's the real rascal? The real rascal stand up. The Trey Hands rascal put that shit in the game, or Crenshaw's rascal is that motherfucking shit. Miss Spike up there. Miss Spike up there. We already had Honey Bunch up there. I put her up there. Miss Spike up there. Salute. You just put her up there. Salute, Miss Spike. We ain't tripping off that. Crenshaw Rascal. Big C said Crenshaw Rascal. Megan Fist said yes, like the Homer Dogs and the stuff Strickland was putting down. That's the stuff down from Crenshaw Rascal. Okay, got you. Got you, my nigga. Got you making it fit. Can anybody talk about the Trey Hand shit? Trey Hand Rascal shit. What's coming down off of that shit? Because as I see, Crenshaw Rascal got work out this bitch. Crenshaw Rascal got work out this bitch. Y'all heard what Making It Fit said. Yeah, Homer Dogs, Strickland stuff. Things like that, of that nature. Trey Hand. Rascal Dogs. Because, you know, sometimes I be thinking, like some names, when certain dogs get certain names, sometimes it be showing homage to a dog from the past, you know? So maybe the Crenshaw Rascal, they, I don't know, because they already knew about the Trey Hands Rascal. They had know about the Trey Hands Rascal, so what was they saying? What was they saying? Is Corvino one of the greats? Did Corvino put them together? Or Covino was all over the place. Covino was for the money. Ain't no telling what was up with them motherfucking dogs. You know what I mean? But he did know the dogs, but like he he might, he do it all. Is he one of those that he do it all? But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? The dogs, you might can get a good one from him, but basically like he experimenting. or he was serious with that shit. Serious with that shit, whereas though Corvino knew exactly how to put that shit together. What y'all feel about Corvino and the way he put dogs together? Crenshaw dog was Black Shine, Orphan Annie too. Could Corvino's breeding standards, he was on one of them ones at the beginning. Kobe standards, Kobe, the way Kobe put the dogs together, I'm sure people know Kobe probably is still could put together dogs to this day. Corvino, you think Corvino could put them together to this day? And Corvino line is staying out this bitch today. If Corvino had that recipe still up out this junk, yeah, I think he was out of Chicago. I think we say, I think, I think I would say too. The probably could be putting them together real nice right now. You know, you know, could them boys come out here and put these things together real nice out here, Corvino and them, or would they be? What would you think they could? Would do you think they could originate some shit again, start some other shit? Like y'all boys don't know what y'all doing with these dogs, man. Look, man, wham, whoom. You think they would meet, or they would just fall in line like all of us? They would just be regular motherfuckers like all us, or they was so nice with it. If they was out here now touching dogs, and we see where we at now, if those guys was out here now, would they be able to stand and shine up against like these gardeners and all these people? Would they immediately get they go? You think? You think if they had to come out here and play their hand the same way we play our hand, do you think those guys would be right back getting good dogs? Motherfuckers know they got good dogs. You think they would be able to put that stomp down again, or they probably wouldn't be able to do it? Which one of those guys do you think all of them would be able to do it? If you say they can do it, that mean that you know that they got some shit in them that they could tell through a lot of lies. I think they would be immediately looking through. We would be looking at all of how they just picking through dogs, like how they not taking dogs. You be like asking them. We probably would be asking them more of why they didn't go this way and that way. They probably wouldn't be choosing the dogs, the breed that we be choosing. They probably be going different places once they find out about the dogs. They probably be doing different shit, way different than what we be doing. That's what I be wondering. They probably would be grabbing dogs with their eye. They'd be grabbing dogs that we probably wouldn't be looking past. We probably looking past and all. They'd be like, man, I'm gonna get that one. Let me get woo woo woo. I be liking that. Grand Champion Rascal was the better dog. He broke Snooty down as to where her collapse in his corner. Okay, okay. Is that Crenshaw? You still talking about Crenshaw? You still talking about Crenshaw, Mr. Stark? Crenshaw's was the better dog. Crenshaw's dog was better than Trey Haynes Rascal. Or you saying the other way around? I guess only one of them a grand champion. Got this little piece of L left. Old man Klaus ran his dogs into those dogs back in the day. He kicked butt in his day. Klaus ran into those Corvino dogs back in the day. Okay. Is Corvino the one? Top shelves. One of them, I don't know if it was Kobe, Kobe or Corvino. Kobe or Corvino. One of them sold somebody a nice size Boston Boston Terrier. It must have been Kobe. Once I said Boston, it must have been Kobe. A nice size Boston Terrier. A nice size Boston Terrier. Kobe sold the black man a nice size Boston Terrier as a as a as a as a as a, as a it was a worker. He said it was a worker. But didn't Corvino have staff or something in it? What Corvino had? Staffordshires, right? Corvino had Staffordshires. He wasn't ashamed. He wasn't ashamed of his staffs, right? I think or bull terriers or some shit. I know he had a sign on his shit said whatever the fuck he had. Uh, oh no, Trey Haynes Rascal was a 6-time, okay, but they didn't use those titles back then. I could be wrong, but I think he was a 6 or 7. Okay, okay, Trey Haynes was 6. Okay, he said Crenshaw's Rascal was the better dog though. Okay, I got you. I got you. Trey Haynes Rascal, yes sir. What's up with the Fly Panama? What was up with that? What was the big hype about that shit? The Fly Panama. Guess I think that probably was an imported dog, maybe. I don't know. Just thinking of different dogs. People didn't appreciate that line until it was gone. I seen 2 Corvino dogs back in the day. One was so damn mean he jumped through the screen door to get us. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's that bull terrier, something in the motherfucker, the little mean jokers, them little mean jokers. They look mean. They look. Some people love them though. Swear by that Corvino. It probably was more Canadians too than that dude Giroux. It probably was new. He probably knew old dog man too up there in that cold part. It probably had some wild shit up that joker. He probably ain't tell people about them people around there. with them dogs around there. He probably tried to come to down and do his thing. Boom. With your road dogs and shit. And how he ain't, I don't think he turned I don't think he let everybody know about them dogs up his way or wherever that probably was some bullshit. Probably some bullshit, but definitely a good out. Good out. As how motherfucker keep it, yeah, good out. Some good old local, some good old local. You're out. It's good to have something don't nobody know about this right here. This my out. Well, you don't know about that. You think it's that, nah, this out. So, sometimes the out is where it's at. The out is where it's at. Or some people call it the cross the boss, the cross the boss. That's what they called pits back then. What? What they call them? What they call them, Mr. Star? Tractor Supply. Carry y'all into y'all lunch break. Some of y'all ready to go on lunch break. He lost one as a young pup and ran off seven. He lost one as a young pup and ran off seven. Oh, okay. Got you. Got you. That's Crenshaw dog you talking about? Did that? Think that's Crenshaw dog you talking about did that. Badass dogs, man. Badass dogs. They talk about Cotton Bullet like Cotton Bullet was him. Cotton Bullet dogs. Oh, here talk about Cotton Bullet dogs like he was him. Cotton Bullet. Who else they be talking about? Cotton Bullet. I guess that was a time when like studs was studs of the country. Cotton Bullet, Cotton Bullet stuff. Everybody gonna have some Cotton Bullet up in their thing. What else? What else? Who else was out there like that? Peace Sparks. Peace Sparks used the same selling point back in the day, calling them staffs as the public didn't like the pit. Got you, got you. I understand where you're coming from now. So you're saying that was the point. That was a selling point basically of what Covino was doing. Don't get it twisted. He knew boom, boom, boom. But I say, Mr. Vernon, just me. I say this though. Ain't that dope? Leaving the door open though for yeah. You'll So you saying you don't think he shuffled? You don't think he's shuffling the deck? You don't think he's shuffling the deck? You know, and he always can say, "Well, shit, I told you, dumbasses. I told you know." At the end of the day, motherfucker, I got stabs. Ooh, do the well. You don't think you don't think stabs is up in there though? Like for real though, some of this shit more staff than not. Do you think people asked like, "Yo, man, you got any that ain't fucking with the staffs, Joe?" Joe, I don't like is staffs in all your shit. Do you think anybody got to ask him that? Like, is just you just had to know or not? You couldn't ask him no shit like that. Like, yo, you just gotta, hey, accept it coming from Joe, or do you think Joe told a motherfucker? Don't worry about what the fuck up in there. You better not say it's no staff up in there in front, Joe. If he ain't tell you it was no staff, if your paperwork don't say no motherfucking staff, don't be asking Joe if it's a staff. He right was like that. You better not ask him if it's staff. Motherfuckers just be at home talking about it, man. I wonder if this joint staff, this joint acting like a staff though. It's acting like a staff. This joint acting like a staff. What is acting like a staff mean? Hold up, I see some shit there. Hold up, hold up. Staffs, American staff, ABT are genetically identical. The AKC used Kobe Primo to say, here we go, here we go. Okay, 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 all right. Them staffs was a few generations from the APBT. Okay, the two breeds were the same back then. All right, okay, 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 all right. I'm thinking motherfuckers at home asking like, man, hold up. I wonder if this one got staff in it, man. Like this joint acting a little staffy. These motherfuckers. What is that when you say acting a little staffy? Like, can we say these things? Acting a little staffy, looking a little staffy. Why can we say these type things? Say you get something from Joe. Is that gonna come up in your head just because he got that sign up on that motherfucking gate? When you got yours from Joe, can them dogs do something to you or act a certain way that you be like, make you think, man, yeah, these bitches got staff in them. These more to the staff side. Oh no, I would think, because them staffs, like you say, Mr. Verdi, when you said one of them motherfucking jokers was trying to jump out the jump through the gate, jump through the screen and all that. I see staff. I see staff. Even though we know pit bulls can do all that and all that, but with the way you said it, Mr. Star, like this joke, and you remembered that shit. That bitch jumped out the window trying to get our ass. Boom. That staff type shit. Staff is gonna get you. Staff gonna get you. They, you know, and they usually little or more littler. And I think Corvino had little dogs. Them staffs don't be getting real big. Like the American Pit Bull Terrier. They don't get no big like that. That's how you really can know the difference. You know what I mean? Because they be short. They be short and they be looking like pits and all that shit and all that. But they be always they variables don't be like the American Pit Bull Terrier. Like to me, unless they mix with something, them straight staffs, they shit is set in stone more. They sizes and they structures and shit like that. You know. I'm sure they all up in our dogs because we still be getting that look in some of the dogs. Some of our dogs still get that look, you know. It's all right until it start getting to like bully type shit. It can start getting like that. To me, it start getting like that because they get lower and lower to the ground and all that. They don't stretch out unless you add like the American Pit Bull Terrier side to them, which is it got to be a different dog because them other dogs is more consistently conformed a certain way to staffs from the way they've been breeding them. Think they so when they talking about they 35 or 20 some pounds to this segment, they serious about that shit. Our ranges be different like a motherfucker. Staff up in these motherfuckers though. I know staff up in these motherfuckers. You could tell staffs up in some of them. You know, you know. I think because used to use 1/8 ruffian blood to inject some more crunch into his stock. I don't have pairs online, but if someone could post flop flops pairs, that would be cool. Hey, it's up in there. Some type way, some shit up in there. I know that. They're fucking with Corvino too. Fucking with them Corvino lines. Yeah, I said some shit up in there. Corvino doors be big now, though. The ones I seen, the Corvino lines, or the last ones I seen, you know, I seen big ones, Corvino blood. You know what I mean? Big red dogs. I know they had put something in them motherfuckers. The motherfucking ones like them little ass Corvino dogs from back in the day. They got some big, stocky jokers. Corvino joints. They start looking like more like the old family reds, but different. Almost like the old family reds, but different. Like they didn't have, that old family reds. They standards is your toes, your eyes, this and your toes. This Corvino just they shit. They gonna be red nose. They was like red noses and shit, and it's cock diesel looking joints. But looking like big though. But I think the Corvinos, those that I'm seeing in the back in the history joints, I thought they were small dogs, like little Mighty Mouse dogs, little joints, little muscle bound joints, little fast joints, or whatever. I don't know. I don't know. You know, some type of way they start making big Corvino jumps. I seen some bad ones in the 1900s. Shit, they look like little bad jumps. They look like little bad joints. They look like they bad on people too, though. Quick say the muzzle be different between the two. Harry said some of them was very short. Badass dogs, though. Badass dogs, period. You know, badass dogs. You know what I mean? Badass dogs, whatever they was, whatever Corvino had, he had some bad ones. He had some bad ones. People was yelling his name. People was proud to say they had Corvino shit. Ram had a couple of staff pit champions back in the day and would have, I got you, would have put them out of there, put some shit out of there. Yeah. Yeah, I can believe it. That's what they was. That's what it seemed like. They was. They, you know, Hey, that's what I seemed like. They come with that. Put it out there, shit. Put them out of here. Get them out of here, shit. They come with that. Get them out of here. Yeah, they come with that. Get them out of here. I like. I like 1900s. It do make you. Do make you feel like Western movies and shit. I like though. I like it though. Just realizing that, yeah, it is 1900s. He ain't saying 1900s. That's where we was, 1900s. You know what I mean? We ain't dead no more. Talking about 1900s. Hey, make you feel like some old cowboy movie shit though. But it's real. It was a great line of dogs too. You know how niggas be talking about the blues and the Merles and the blue dogs, uh, uh, the red dogs, the show lines and shit like that. The show lines, the show dog lines and shit like that. Them type lines. Like the Reds, the fucking all the show lines and shit like that. Now, I remember a time when it seemed like the Grays was trying to separate themselves from the Blues. I don't know if they couldn't keep their shit strong and keep the Grays blooming because now when people's talking about Grays and Blues, like they all in the same thing. Like they say Blue Dogs and the Gray Dogs is considered a Blue Dog or whatever, whatever. But it was a time when them boys that was doing that gray shit or whatever, they was trying to stamp that gray shit, like the gray lines or whatever they was calling that shit. And they had them gray dogs. Them bitches looked good though. Just for looks and all that. I ain't never hate on the way them bitches look. Them bitches be looking good as a motherfucker. The grays, the blues, the blacks, the reds, the brindles. I really can't get with the Merle shit yet. I don't know nothing about that the Merle. But I was just talking about far as looks. I seen hard ass looking dogs in all of those colors. Serious looking ass, dogs, good looking ass dogs or whatever. Just talking about looks and shit like that. That I'm sure people proud of. But they was trying to that gray shit at one. What y'all laughing at? Certain Eli strains of Banjo dogs tend to have short muzzles. Okay. Yep, the banjo joints. And I agree with you. Some of the Eli joints and the banjo joints. And I was saying some of that motherfucking shit I was seeing them Giroux shits and that divine shit, early divine shit and all that shit, them early dogs, they had them short muzzles. Short muzzles and shit. Uh-huh. Raging Cajun damn near look like a Staffordshire Bull Terrier. You think so? He black, ain't he? He black, right? He black, right? And he got that bite him in him, something bite him up in him, something bite him, white oak bite him or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. Ain't he a black dog though? Shit, that motherfucker look like a Eli. That motherfucker look like shit. He look like a black dog. He look like a black dog. He look like a good looking ass black dog, old school black dog. I guess you saying because of that smile he got. I think he do got a smile. He got a smile like the big head Staffordshire motherfucker. He got a smile like a Staffordshire, like a big wide smile type shit. I think. Yeah, I think I talked about him. I think I talked about him last year, a couple years ago. Either him or something off of him, something up. I don't know. One of them raging Cajuns type jumps. I was talking about something. Might not have been him. I was talking about something though that I remember raging Cajun something. I think that champion Mace maybe had some of that shit up in him. Champion Mace, hog hunting dog. Historically speaking, he did it. He did it both ways. He did it both ways. A champion Mace dog or something. I think his name was Mace or Ace. One of them. And I think he had that raging stuff in him too. Raging Cajun kennels. Kennels might have owned the dog that I'm talking about. Mace. He was a black dog too. Good looking ass bulldog. Cheeky. Okay, yeah, cheeky. That's what you call cheeky, Tone. The skinny face joints, the skinny face joints, the skinny face joints was skinny face joints. Where did they come from? Where did the skinny face joints come from? Where did the skinny face come from? I seen times the skinny face came from inbreed, from inbreeding. I seen skinny faces come from inbreeding. Skinny faces and different bodies and stuff like that. But but put it like this: the ones I seen, I caught some of them that they probably was inbred so much that I start seeing the structure because the shit they come from look like bulldogs, like we talking about them type bulldogs. But one litter I seen of these inbred joints, them joints, they had sharp faces and stuff though. But like, oh, turned up though, turned all the way up. I'm talking about like programming type shit, program type shit, man, program type shit. You know what I mean? Shit look like magic and shit, right? But boom, boom. But they didn't look like they didn't look like pit bulls and stuff. They, you know, sharp. You could tell though. You could tell when they working what they is. But other than that, they had the shit. They started looking more. They started looking more like, you know what I mean, sharper heads and stuff. So I said, I don't care for the thin face, thin, thin face, thin, thin face joints. Hey yo, they some badass dogs though. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, they some badass dogs, man. They some badass dogs. I don't know what they is. They call them pinheads. Solo said thin face. The thin face joints. He said, fuck with them thin face joints. Hey, some of the baddest dogs on the planet, man. Some of the baddest dogs on the planet, them thin face joints, man. Them pinhead joints, man. Hey, yeah, man, they came out, boy. They came out, cut grief. They came out. It ain't no stopping the thin face joints. It ain't no stopping them thin face joints. Them motherfucking thin face joints be working, man. Them thin face joints, man. Thin face. Salute the thin. Oh shit. The thin face joints. I thought, hey, man, that shit been around a long time now. And man, I swear, boy, man, I swear, well, hey, they been around a long time. But man, them jokers, boy. But hey, they salute them. They some bad. They ain't around for nothing. Them jokers ain't around for nothing, boy. They ain't around for nothing. That's all I can say. Bird say, Gabby, they care what they look like. No, you right. You you right about that, Mr. Star. You are right about that. And like I said, them thin motherfuckers ain't gone no motherfucking where. You can't. Them thin face motherfuckers is here to stay. It's here to stay. The thin face. Yeah, I understand, Mr. Star. I'm just saying, you overlook them and you don't like to look at them and all that shit. It's levels to it. It's so you know, before I knew, I definitely didn't like them. I definitely ain't like them. It's different levels to this shit. I understand. That's what I'm saying, man. Them bitches bad as a motherfucker. They some bad. They ain't around for nothing. So yeah, I understand. I understand. I understand. I'm sure Solo understand too. But I feel like him. I feel like what he said, man, I don't like them thin face motherfuckers. And all that, yeah, we salute the work and all that. And yeah, they is like that. They like that. With all that being said, man, I don't like them thin face motherfuckers. Oh shit. They fucking dream up every time. Yeah, yeah, they would. Yeah, they would. They would, Mr. Star. They would your dream up every time. Those the ones, dude. And you hate them thin face motherfuckers, but yeah, yeah. Them motherfuckers, them badass dogs, man. Badass dogs, man. They do the job, yeah. They ain't playing around, man. The thin face motherfuckers. Long as they do the job, I don't care what they look like or how how they built. Performance trucks all, but still I like a certain look. Hey, yeah, I'm with you, Solo. I hear what they saying. I'm there with them too, but like I'm with you, Solo. I don't like the thin face. I don't like certain looks I don't like. Certain looks I don't like. But I understand. I ain't going against the workers though. Workers say, motherfucker, they motherfuckers get the job done. You supposed to salute the structure, motherfucker. Salute what it look like, motherfucker. That's the real shit. I understand that. That's first. That come first. That come first. The other shit I'm saying come after that. That come first. Y'all is right when you say that. Y'all is right. You know, I'm just behind the scenes giggling and shit at the thin face and shit like that. You know what I mean? I damn sure I salute the thin face. He ain't making me stop giggling and shit though. You know, hey, shit funny as shit. The thin face motherfuckers. All right, but yeah, man, them bad motherfuckers, man. So I like a bulldog. Look like a goddamn bulldog. Like a goddamn bulldog. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Solo. Yes, sir. Look at those shorty cowboy dogs. Long as an awning board. They long as an awning board. Yeah. 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 You know, like I say, I already said what come first. If they getting the job done, it's a beautiful sight, whatever they looking like. It's a beautiful sight when they getting the work done and all that type shit. You know, it's beautiful. It always been beautiful when the work and you salute the work and all that. That come first. Solo said pure terrier. Pure terrier. But but uh but yeah, you know, like I say, shit. And I think more people do. I think me and Solo ain't the only ones that really feel like that. Because I'm sure it's a rack of thin faces out here. They really, yeah, it's a rack of them. They, like I say, hey, it is what it is. But I don't know. Thin faces might rule right now. They might rule. Thin face might rule right now. I was ready to say, shit. I bet y'all don't be have my whole yard full of thin faces and shit. Y'all don't be like, but yeah, it's whole yards of thin faces nowadays. Nowadays, whole yards of thin faces. Good dogs, good ass dogs. Don't even look like pit bulls. Look like more like Solo said, terriers and shit. Coon hounds. Coon hounds and shit. The coon hound look and shit like that. Well bred dog though. The farmer that took them into coon hound land. The formulas and shit that took them into coon hound, nice built coon hounds and shit like that. Coon hounds, different things like that popping up nowadays. But they still bulldogs, good by the paperwork and all the shit matching up. It's just you're on that part of the wheel now. Got a rack of thin faces and coon hounds and shit looking like motherfuckers. And I feel so low when he said, man, like all this changing up and this looks and shit. I'd like to stay with shit that look like pit bulls all the way through all the time. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, I could dig it. A lot of it come from breeding though, the way you breeding and shit like that. And it just express to me, it just expresses itself in different ways. You know, I don't necessarily say what they look like. That's what it is. Cause like, nah, I see you can see a yard that look like all coon hounds right now, but that probably is the that could be the tightest bolio shit on the planet. It could be the tightest bolio shit on the planet. You looking at it like motherfucker got a whole yard of foxhounds or something, or some whatever. Cause they kind of thin faced, all the same color, looking like coon hounds and shit. Nah, that's some shit that the nigga ain't even selling you for no less than some 10 racks. You don't even know what the fuck. Fuck you like what kind of dogs is he tell you some bolios, some bolio, some exquisite wine type shit. Some exquisite wine. Seen that shit. I seen that type shit before. Seen that type shit before. I admired it. I admired it. Cause it's like exquisite wine. I admired it. And like, you know what I mean? Really that serves. It's like, you know, it's that type of shit out here. Exquisite type shit. And looking like that. And yeah. Like fine paintings and shit like that and all that, right? I admired it and I understood. I understood where I was at with in the game. You know, it's an acquired taste for certain shit like that, certain shit like that. And like I say, man, that shit be real though. Them jokers just cause they look like that and all that, them jokers be real. I don't prefer the skinny face either. It's cosmetics though. Yeah, right. Breed your own dogs. That way you know why you got what you got. True that. True that. True that. Jones be looking like greyhounds and all that sometimes. Some of them look like Labradors. Some of them look like Labradors. I seen some of them look like Labradors. I had one, a bad joker, looked like a black Labrador, thin face joint, out of some wild size, out of I'm telling you, he was an awesome dog. He was an awesome dog. Thin face, looked like a Labrador retriever. Black, jet black though, jet black, looked like a black lab. Um, the fuck he was out I named him Nitro. His name was Nitro. His name was Nitro. Wow, Lucifer. He was out that Lucifer dog. He was out that Lucifer. He was out that Lucifer shit. He was an awesome dog. He was an awesome dog. I hated on that motherfucker just because of the looks. But he was an awesome dog. I gave him to my little brother. The pound, I think the pound ended up getting him. He got loose. He got loose and was just running around in the neighborhood and shit. Like like that. He was like a golden retriever. I mean, a black Labrador retriever. I'm gonna just tell you, like, the dog was awesome. But you can believe it or not, that's all I can tell you. The dog was awesome and shit. But I let my little brother have him just because I ain't like the way he looked or nothing. I ain't like the way he looked. But the only reason he was kept because he was an awesome ass dog, you know. And the pound him, I ended up getting him though. Long faced Louis. When I think back on it, I know I've been around some top quality dogs that I didn't even know they was like that because of the way they looked. Because like Mr. Starr said, them thin face joints always been around. Matter of fact, I was given some shit before, some alligator shit. This is what I'm trying to say. You know, alligator. When you think of alligator, you thinking a bulldog looking ass bulldog. But no, the two alligators dogs that I was given was some tall greyhound looking joints. Some tall greyhound looking joints. And I was real young to where as though I thought the dude got me. I thought he got me for real. And those probably was some excellent ass dogs. Cause like, far as what I know now, they had excellent like lung. They looked like greyhounds. They was tall and thin face. They was built like they could exercise for days. They was built like that. So basically, I probably didn't even know the type of shit I had. The dogs probably was way more advanced than me. But just because of their looks, I ain't keep those dogs. Just because of their looks, they look like greyhounds and shit. That's not what I wanted in a pit bull. And it was given to me, though. They was given to me. I gave them back. I gave them back. And they was really like they was acting like like I was giving back some real shit. Like, man, you crazy. Like, I'm crazy for giving them back and shit. I was crazy for giving them back. I'm more like Solo. I just always like my bulldogs to look like a pit bull or something. He said, "You ungrateful to nerve." right, 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 Tony. Right, Tony. But shit, at least I brought him back. I brought him back. But I brought him back with a sour taste, like, more like, man, what this shit, man. Them motherfuckers probably was appalled. They probably was appalled and shit. They was trying to probably let me be at the big table. I wasn't ready. I wasn't one of them ones to just grab it and roll with it. Nah, this shit. Fuck this shit. You know. But I did take it. I ain't do that at the beginning. So I see what you're saying. Burner said that's how they look, bro. That's why I say I probably was around some serious good shit. They probably was trying to let me eat at the table, and they realized I wasn't even ready, and they was appalled, just like Tony said. They was appalled. They couldn't believe I brought that shit back. Now that's what I'm saying. In hindsight, that's why I'm smelling it. Like, man, I did a lot of fuck ups in my day. Yeah, a lot of shit I carried the fuck out that shit, man. A lot of that shit I carried the fuck out that shit. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit was looking like greyhounds. They was looking like tall greyhounds, tall, thin ass greyhounds. They were supposed to be alligator shit. And I'm a youngin' too, and I'm getting me some alligator dogs, and I get some tall ass greyhound shit. An old motherfucker gave me to him. Old head from Baltimore gave him to me. I just couldn't get over the fact. I couldn't get over the fact though that the reason why couldn't get there. I was around young motherfuckers too on my own, even though the old heads fuck with me. When I got on my own, I was around young niggas. So boom. So it was nobody there that could tell me different. tell me whatever I was kicking, they was flying with that. Like, yeah, shit don't look like no pit bull. Boom, all that shit, right? But listen, the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, and what played a part in it. You know, he had good dogs, and all the ones I seen him had, they looked like bulldogs. That's what got me too. You know, because all the ones I seen, and he making like this shit. I knew he had other yards and all this, but like I ain't never seen the Greyhounds. I ain't never seen the Greyhounds. If he had showed me the Greyhounds and broke it down to me, then you know when I seen the other dogs that looked like bulldogs and shit, you know that I seen on deck, you know why my two alligator jumps had come from some yard I ain't seen, I ain't know about, and they looking like Greyhounds. You know what I mean? It'd be different if I go around and I see a whole bunch of Greyhounds and I be asking questions like, yo, them Jones look like Greyhounds, and he break it down right there. You just gonna give me two, like, hey, maybe they was the new hot generation. Like I say, now in hindsight, I could say those probably was some good ass shits. Natural air is right at the top of the list for what I want in the dog. My brother says I'm full of shit, but I think the dogs with longer muzzles breathe better. The longer muzzle dogs got longer reach on things, longer reach on things, and I it's all that shit is debatable. All of it got its positives and shit with it. If and negatives too, you know. So I understand where y'all coming from for sure, for sure. Yeah, that's probably what happened, Mr. Starr. That's most likely what happened in that situation. That's probably what happened in that situation, though. When I look back, I got a couple of little joints like that. I had plenty fuck ups like that. Shit, shit. I had plenty fuck ups like that. And most of the time, they don't give you no second chance to be like to nah, they ain't got time for that. They keep it moving. It's a filter system. You fucked up right there, did you? They gonna keep it all gentleman like, and all that type shit. You'll realize you fucked up one day. Boom, 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 and you just move accordingly after that. So I ate that type shit on the bullet, and I still to this day though to keep, you know, I just don't shit on that shit. I salute the work and I respect that work and all that shit. Respect them dogs and all that. But I still choose the ones that look like bulldogs though. Still going. That's my little pet peeve that I probably kept. That little shit that that eat bites you in the ass in the long run. That you can't blame nobody but yourself. I blame myself on that. So anytime, like you say, them is the shits. So I can't blame nobody but myself when and you still trying to be on some shit because this and look like this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I take that on the chin. And I like what you said on the breeding part too, Mr. Stark. I never thought about that too, and that makes sense too. That makes sense too. That makes sense too. Them motherfuckers throw hella structure bulldogs when you breed them to s- different shit, like you said, or whatever, whatever. They're gonna throw some. They're gonna throw you what you want. They got the frame to do that, and you supposed to love that. You supposed to love that. You would want more of that if you can. If you can, I understand that shit. Thoroughbred shit. Thoroughbred, real thoroughbred shit. I say that shit though. I admitted that shit plenty times on the channel. How sometimes your dogs could be more advanced than you sometimes. So I do remember times when my dogs that I had chances to be around or have control over or even own myself, given to me and all that, might have been. It was many times the dogs was more advanced than me. Yeah, I respect that ham and shit. If that statement you saying is true, and that's what's been that's what's been cooking lately out in that's what I've been smelling in the atmosphere lately. With all the bullshit, with all the Mayfield shit and all the other shit and all the shit, somewhere they still screaming out Hammonds people in the dog world is yelling out, man, them folks got pure lines of shit, man. Pure lines of that Debo shit. That's really where it's at. You know, boom, 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 fuck what you talking about. Like, that's really where it's at. That's what's been out lately. Like, and thinking you probably gonna be seeing that more lately where the work at and shit. You probably gonna be seeing more of that. It's probably that whatever they've been cooking on, that shit coming into the front. That shit coming to the front. So if they kept it like they was supposed to keep it, and now it's their time to get some motherfucker. Hey, I salute the black. I'm talking about the new family black. So hey, I'm saluting it. You know, I know a lot of them brindle too. A lot of them brindle, but they got black. They heavy black over that motherfucker too. They heavy black over there. But I know a lot of them brindle. But black, they ain't, a lot of them brindle. Black brindle. Hazel. I mean Hammonds. A lot of brindle. But like, I like that black. I like that black. But you might tell me something like Mr. Star might tell me something like, nah, the motherfuckers red now. Like what you talking about, Toya? Them bitches red now, my nigga. They red now. They red now. I hope not. I hope not. I hope it's still some black. I hope it's still some black. I hope it's still some black. You hear my uncles did. That's the same way. They got dogs from the old man Klaus. Klaus and them damn thin faced dogs. Klaus and the thin faced dogs. Klaus had them badass thin faced dogs, huh? Solo said he been on Hammond's yard back in the day. Black on the yard. Solo was a lot of black on the yard. Black ugly looking dogs. Like Pop say, dogs look like old black men in the face. Puppies look like old black men in the face. Got the old black man face. The puppies come out like that. Dirty black dogs. Dirty black dogs. They look shiny and shit when you take care of them. You take care of them, but usually, you know, you got a yard full of them bitches. Them bitches dirty black, ashy black. Old ugly brindle jumps. Old ugly brindle jump. I seen a couple cross with Deacon bitch. Bad dog. That's what's up. Yeah, so though, was it the dog, was the yard black, full of black dogs? Did they have a lot of black dogs? Just a little. He said just a little. They gave us a 25-pound bitch called. Yeah, that's mean dog territory. When you talking them weights and shit like that, that's mean dog territory. That's activity down there. 25 pounds, shit like that. Pit bulls and shit. 25 to 35, 25, 35, 25. Shit, what I'm gonna say? Shit, 20 to 35, 20 to 35. Bulldogging, bulldogging, and you could make three. I think you can make three. You could at least make. See, you can make probably three. Just talking about competitions and shit like that. But like them little joints active, and you still could get three different weight classes out of that. Like the 35s, the 35s and shit would be heavyweights and shit like that. Heavyweights, 34, 35, 33. You know what I mean? 33, 32. Then you got, the 31s to 25s, boom. Then you got the little dogs, you know. That was some bulldogging too, you know. It was a time when there used to be little small jumps, rats, eating rats and all that shit, rat terrier type shit. Boom, bulldogging though, for real, for real. Lot of action, lot of action. Lot of fucking action. Real bulldogs, real fucking bulldogs. Real bulldogs, man. That was where the bulldog action was. That territory, for real, that type shit right there to me. Them little motherfuckers, man, from that type range up to 35, up to 35, man, yeah. Sheba, Putin's Hard Times. I heard the Hard Times was built crazy. That Beloved Blood showed heavy. Little mean jokers, yo. Little mean jokers. The type of shit you don't even want to see in the big dog. I mean, some boys like that big shit like that, but that type shit is real scary. It gets scary once it get over to in them 40s and 50s and shit like that. With that type of being active like that, you did, you know, popularity and all that type shit and macho shit. Niggas being niggas and macho men and all that type shit. Wanted that shit in big packages after a while. So you start getting big dogs active like them little dogs or whatever, whatever. But like, man, sometimes, man, that's enough. Them little motherfucking little demons and shit like that. Them little motherfucking, you don't want that no big package. You don't want that no big package. And that shit, like I said, that shit was enough work for motherfuckers. Them little demons was enough work for motherfuckers. The little demons was enough work for you. Enough work for you. I like the smaller ones. No one wanted. Yeah, I like the smaller ones too. And and the thinner faces and the smaller heads look better on them. It matched them more. It matched them more. It matched them ones more than ones we talking about now. Them little teeny active joints. Them ones. Them ones, the pinheads and shit like that, the bony heads and all that shit match them more. Look hard on them. Look hard on them. You look hard on them. It matched their body more. It matched their bodies more. They little and shit, little built joints, and they got them little hard heads, little bony hard heads, hard heads and shit. It just looked funny on the bigger dogs, like it making that it look extreme. It look extreme and all that. But like them little joints like that, they just be mean little demons, little demon jumps, fast little demon jumps. Give you all the work you need, man. Give you all the motherfucking work you need. I used to always salute. I used to love. I'd be amazed with them people that had them yards like that. Them with them little dogs. Everything little in the motherfucking yard. Little grown joints, looking little grown, little jumps. Little jumps. Grown as I don't know what. Little jumps. Grown. Pretty looking jumps. No question that they pit bulls either. And they ain't all got the big heads and shit we talking about, but they smaller. So even the thin head ones, they still looking like pits. You still could tell they pits, they jaws poking and everything, but they got thin heads and shit. But they looking hard. I like that rusty red color with the black nose, like that rusty red jump, like burnt, burnt, burnt brown type dog with the black nose. You know what I mean? Like a deer colored coat, like a deer colored jump. You know what I mean? With the black nose type jump, black nose and shit, black black nails and shit. I like them type dogs too. Look old school as a motherfucker. I got one that look like that. Look like that. Look like an old school dog. Old deer color, red, orange, brown, whatever you want to call it, but black nose though. Man said she had a small bowling ball head. Yeah, I seen some little midget jumps. Little midget jumps. Shit, it was the land of the midgets for a minute. I liked that shit. It was the land of the midgets. That's what, you know, it was it was plenty big dogs that them the big boys liked the big dogs. But man, the motherfucking little midgets was active, man. Hell yeah. Salute, Mr. Star. Salute. Shit. And to be, to me, to me, man, just from the stories I hear and the movies I seen and shit, I don't know for River, but like they seem more gamier. They seem more gamier, man. If that's a word I could use. They seem very more gamier. Very with everything else that you would want, but it wasn't too many of them looking dumb, looking dumb. Them little motherfuckers was little demons, man. Hey, motherfucker, I don't care what you doing, hunting, however you hunting with them, them motherfuckers, the ones that's there for the job is there for the job. And a lot of people had them type joints. You know what I mean? Had them type joints. It was a shit. Them good old heads had good old times, them old heads. You know what I mean? Boom. It was everything, all that. Buckskin like our yellow dogs back in the day. Them yellow dogs pretty as a motherfucker. Them yellow dogs, some pretty dogs, man. That yellow shit, that shit fire. Yellow dogs, man. I had some shits I had look like lions and shit. Some of that shit I had look like lions. Some of them was big like lions too. They was some beautiful looking dogs. They some pretty ass looking dogs, man. They definitely some pretty dogs. And they be built like black dogs, like you know what I mean? Sometimes they be built like black dogs. Them yellow, they look real good when they built like them Eli, when they built like, they built muscled up and all that type of shit. Them yellow dogs look beautiful when they built like that. They look like lions and shit. The buckskin black mask is original, original goddamn dirty dog style, man. That motherfucker, that buckskin or that off white, whereas though some call it white, but it's a dirty white with the black. No, that's a bulldog. That's a bulldog. How many times you seen them motherfuckers? You driving somewhere, you see one of them motherfuckers in somebody's backyard, one of them old dirty white joints with the black, no hard looking joint, hard looking ass joint. You're like, dang, that joint look good. Making the fish that I got bootleg yellow jip. hey, hey, hey. Hey, sometimes, the bootleg joint. Hey, the bootleg. Hey, shit. Bootleg joints gotta get some burn too. Bootleg joint. The dog is the dog. Shit. It's a beautiful dog. Shit. Must be a beautiful dog. Yeah, that one of them yellow jumps must best looking dog. Oh yeah, it's a good looking dog, man. Yeah, that yellow jet probably looking good. Yeah, them yellow dogs look good. All of them, all of them make you respect the look in some type of way. If you got a good, healthy one, muscled up, man. All of them got you. You done seen fine ass specimens in all them colors. You know what I mean? We got our choices and shit, but like yo, you see a motherfucker, you could see a brindle joint. Some of them brindle joints are a good black joint with some stripes on that motherfucker. And that motherfucker built right. You like, damn, just looking like some type of Bengal tiger setting up in that joint. You like, yo, boom, yeah, something like that. In the all black joint, always can walk up in the room. Black basic black joint, but just shiny black joint. They always gonna be up in there. You know, or every color got their own little shit with them, especially when they looking right, toned up, looking right, looking the part, fine looking ass animals, man, looking like little horses and shit, little stallions and thoroughbreds and shit. I still like that shit in the dog. I always salute the work and shit, but like I say, I'm older now, so I definitely enjoy the cosmetics. This the whatever you want to call it, the view of the dog. I like a good looking dog. I like it. I like a good looking dog. You know, who else? This bitch favorite color is patches. Is that anybody favorite color? Patches. Some of y'all niggas like them patches and shit. Patches and shit. Seen a lot of badass dogs though with patches on them. A lot of good working dogs. I was on Tanch Yard back in the day, and he had this dog off yellow that was a wheat yellow with a red nose and amber eyes, built like a Mack truck. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's what I'm talking about, Vern. That's what I'm talking about. My motherfucker say looks don't mean shit. Shit, looks made motherfucking Vernon put out 10 bands. Shit, looks made Vernon put out 10 bands, goddamn it. That motherfucker, you ain't shit. Tell say what you want to say about Vernon. Vernon say shit. Yeah, he ain't let you get him for them 10 bands either, did you, Vernon? He ain't let you get him. That motherfucker shit. Hell of a specimen, huh? Hell of a specimen, son. Yeah, first I would have paid 10 bands for that motherfucking dog. I don't give a fuck what nobody was talking about. I don't give a fuck. You can say whatever you gonna say. I'll take him home. Take him on. Yeah, bird. Yeah, I can hear you there. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. They asked about Sundance. You see Sundance there. Who was the prettiest? Who y'all think is the prettiest, baddest motherfucker out there that got the pretty with him too, the prettiest motherfucker. You like the coat, you like everything about that motherfucker. You like the way that junk look, all that shit. Mr. Star, did you see Sundance at his place? That chocolate, that chocolate awesome too. That chocolate red nose dog, awesome too. Awesome, awesome looking animals. There's a lot of pretty dogs out here lately. A lot of pretty dog lines, pretty badass dogs out here. Used to be just ugly badass dogs. There's a lot of pretty boys that's bad out here. Pretty boy dogs, pretty yellow dogs. Pretty this, pretty that. Fire dogs too. Bolio dogs. Seen some good pretty ass bolio dogs. Different type of color coats. Different good looking ass dogs. Um, Pretty ass dogs, man. Out this bitch that's built, looking right and everything. Honey Bunch is the best looking dog in photos that I've seen. That iconic photo of her on a heavy chain. That's a bulldog. One picture of Molly B looked good. She looked like a good black male dog in one picture. And it's Molly B. You like, dang, that's Molly B. She looked good, black as a motherfucker. She looked good like a panther. Boom. Um, the Mayday dogs be throwing pretty dogs. It look like Mayday dogs be pretty, coming pretty and shit. I guess it's the yellow in them. Is it the yellow in them? The yellow in there. Seen Triple A, Furnace AC Triple A, Lola D, Justine, and the rest of the crew. He had 45 or 50 dogs back then, not counting pups. Some of them some of them yellow brindle joints is fire too. The yellow brindles, like the yellow joints with the like uh whatever type stripes there. Sometimes be white stripes in that bitch or red stripe. I don't know. They be yellow dogs though, like guess buck dogs. Be out that buck dog or them yellow dogs and buck and shit. I seen a lot of nights. I had a pretty brindle tiger looking ass dog that had a lot of buck in it, a lot of buck in that bitch. Whatever buck is, whatever that buck dog is, it was a lot of that in there. That bitch was brindle. Bitch was pretty as a motherfucker. A red nose jump. Hold on. Hey, baby, what you doing? Sit down. Yeah, I was talking about them staffs or the ruffian joints and all that. The dude that Bakari said he got them dogs from, right? I think he said he had dogs. There was a lot of dogs on his yard, badass dogs that was crossed with that shit. I think he said that. I think he had other shit too that wasn't crossed with it, but he had badass joints. I think that they said that they were successful with that was crossed. Plenty of them. Lunchtime break. On that good lunchtime break. So would it still be considered a pit with ruffian in it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, dog. Still considered a pit with ruffian in it. And I ain't gonna try to be politically correct in that. I'm yeah, good ass question, Tony. I love it. Good ass question. So is it still considered a pit when it got ruffian up in it? Big Toyo, answer to that. Answer to that. Shit, I ain't no sense of me saying nah, it ain't no pit. Hey, ain't no sense of me saying it ain't no pit. Uh, hey, hey, ain't no sense of me saying nah, it ain't no pit, man. That's all I can say, man. I ain't gonna say it ain't no pit. It ain't no pit if it got ruffian in it. I ain't gonna say that, Tony. I ain't saying that. You know what I heard when I said I ain't gonna say that, Tony. Pretty motherfucker say, I'll say it. I'll fucking say it. I heard motherfuckers say that. Well, I said that, but I heard pretty motherfuckers say that. But look, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that, Tony. I'm gonna say, yeah, I still call it a pit. Tony, the AM staff and the ABT are identical genetically. It can take any dog, and in a few generations, have show have show dogs. Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. I can I can take any dog, and in a few generations. Oh shit. I needed that one. That nigga gave me a good one. Gave me a good one today on Tuesday. That was a good one, making it fit. That was a good one. I enjoyed that one. Uh, uh, I can take any dog in a few generations. Show dogs. Oh shit. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, oh, yes, I love it. I love it. Fucking right. Fucking right, making it fit. Fucking, fucking right. Fucking right. Oh shit, man. What the fuck? Let me see. Let me read the other shit. Oh, that was the shit. Hold on. Anthro, bulldog allergy. I'm late. Did I miss the Bulls talk? Nah, we still talking about Bulls. We just went down to Dirty Murray branch. We all over the place. That's what it is all day is, salute some of the Bulls work. If you know any that you want to shoot out there. We was already going down some of the bullshit, you know, Bulls ones. I went down to Dirty Murray branch of the Dogs. So yeah, if you know anything, you could just shoot it on out, man. We just kicking it. He said they went in different directions. The people did one is for show, one is for go. One is for show, and one is for go. I feel you making it fit, but it depends on who you ask. Some folks call dogs put together like that bullies. Oh, fuck. Hey, oh my goodness, man. Oh, bullies. Oh no, no, no. Hey, shit. When they lean it. When they lean into what you know. We. I'm just gonna call it a lean, a lean. When they lean towards too much of the other side, so where's no people gonna be like, man, ain't no motherfucking pit bull. They'll be saying that or whatever, whatever. When they leaning up, sometimes you might catch them on the lean and the program leaning towards more this side, leaning towards that motherfucker all the way full bully or that motherfucker. But the ruffian shit, you know, hey, I don't know. Like you say, that's when they start leaning. When they start leaning certain ways, they leaning. They leaning. You know, at a certain point in time, the pit bull community just give up hope for him. Now he full fledged bully, or he full fledged what's his name? They don't claim him no more. they don't claim them no more. But some of them they still claim, if they working, it's exceptions to the rules, I guess. Some people say, no, it ain't no damn exceptions. Those ain't no motherfucking pit bulls. I hear them yelling like a motherfucker right now. It's all good. It's all good. I just said I ain't gonna say that motherfucker went the way he said it to me. And I was talking about that man yard that was adding the ruffian shit in the yard. And because he said he had badass dogs, all that was going down when he asked me the question. So when he hit me and said that, I said, yeah, I can't say they not pits. Especially because I'm seeing myself in the middle of some badass dogs. Boom, boom, boom. They got the ruffian shit up in them. But as soon as I said that, I heard the people say, when I said I can't say ain't no pitch, I heard people say, I can. That ain't no motherfucking pitch. I can. Yeah. So I understand. I understand. I understand. I'm sitting down Indian style. I understand. Sitting down Indian style. They caught me. They caught me. I sat down Indian style. They caught me. And it was still when I said, ain't no damn way there ain't no motherfucking pit bull. You heard him say that's the reason why they said ruffian and put this, and that. They ain't say no other pit bull. The fuck is you trying to say still is a pit bull? That's why they said something different. If they add this in it, it's gonna be, is it different? Boom, boom. So yeah, I understand what they're saying. Got caught out there in the moment looking at badass dogs and just wanted to say, yeah, that's a pit too. Just a pit too. Y'all caught me. Y'all caught me. I had pictured myself out in the yard of the ruffian. I act like I was there with Bakari in the yard he talking about. And I said, yeah, them pits. I said, yeah, them pits. They caught me saying that shit. Man, you get kicked out certain communities for saying shit like that. For not just saying, man, that dog got cut in it. It ain't all the way pit. Motherfucker caught you and said, yeah, they pits. They pits. Yeah, y'all got you, Toyo. Y'all got me. Because if I was around that shit, I probably would be saying badass dogs. Yeah, they pit. Tony said badass bullies. Tony said badass bullies. The classic bullies before all the short stuff. The classic jumps. The classic bullies. I seen Razor Edge bully and Rockaway that was 90 pounds could jump an 8-foot chain link fence and bite shit down. Don't see those bullies no more. The ruffian blood has a direct relationship to the old Henry dog too, the preferred, and was a great catalyst back in the 70s. Mr. Bill and Winchester Kennels had experience with those crosses. All right, yeah, okay, that's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I knew it was a reason. I was like, man, I ain't gonna be the one saying there ain't no pits. I ain't know the shit like anthro-bulldogology said it. That nigga said, wrap that shit up real tight and nice for y'all. And said, yeah, this what it is. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I couldn't have said that shit no better. I couldn't have said that. But I knew it was a reason. I was saying, man, I ain't gonna be the one not calling no pits. But I heard motherfuckers yell and say, I could do it. I said there ain't no pits, goddamn. I sat down Indian style. But Anthro came up nice and calm and gave the good shit up. I'm young, man. I know ruffian dogs to be big blue, black, blue, and everything. Damn, the ruffian jumps like that. Damn. Damn, man. But I mean the blues and the black, they come with the black. They come with the black. The ruffians, you know what I mean? Blues and some game dogs. We in the rabbit hole now. We in the rabbit hole. I know y'all don't mind, D, but I know y'all don't mind. Y'all gonna turn them dogs straight into mutts. When you go down in this rabbit hole, talking this shit we talking now, eventually we gonna get to mutt land. We gonna get to mutt land. We all gonna go into mutt land. And we gonna realize that they all mutts and all that shit. You know how this shit go. When we start going in here, we gonna going into ruffian and the blues and this shit. We go right into mutt land. We've been in Muttland plenty of times out in this community. We go in Muttland. Sometimes, boy, when you go in Muttland, when we start digging in that hole and go into Muttland and shit, when you come up out that hole, you don't trust nobody, no yards, nobody, everybody lying. You be like, "Ah, man, shit. You be saying shit. You was down that bitch and be scorned. You be like scorned. You don't believe what your eyes see no more when you get up out that hole. I don't really care about purity. hey, hey, I like these fire ass statements y'all coming in. Hey, don't really care. I don't really care about purity. I have seen the muttest of mutts work. I just wanted to hear from dog man perspectives. Salute that. Salute that. Salute that. The importance of the purity of the dogs. All crossed up shit. All crossed up scatterbread joints. All that shit is what type jobs you into? If you want pets and shit like that, or if you got jobs for the dogs and all that. That's all that shit is related to. Or if you with somebody program and how they moving and shit. Niggas take shit serious though when you be down with different programs. You know, when you with certain machines, you ain't got freedoms like when you know, that shit be funny as a bit. When a motherfucker that ain't with the machine get a hold of, you be hearing the shit. Niggas, they be making niggas mad as shit too. The motherfuckers, you be hearing the stories, motherfuckers then kept the dogs looking a certain way for years and years. Some motherfucker, some motherfucker that did something, that bred them bitches did something at the machine, ain't telling them to do. Now they got yellow dogs, they got black yellow dogs. They got black yellow black yellow dogs and different shit like that. Boo boo boo. There's somebody that did something. There's a few of those lines that were used by old school bully breeders when they were hit, like them razor edge dogs that would jump a fence and bite something, watch dog lines. Yeah, yeah, they started a lot of them lines, like, they deep in it now. They deep in it now. They got inbred shit. They got shit. They deep. They got their own world now. But yeah, they come from us. They come from us. They come from us. They definitely come from us. I used to dabble back sometimes and all that. They used to dabble back when they ain't have it all the way right. They would dabble back when they could with certain motherfuckers and all that type shit. You dig what I'm saying? They would do that shit. Some of them was very choiceful in the shit that they was using to out of the game dogs. Some of them came from real good game dog stock, but it was just it ain't had to be that they was curs, and a lot of people think it was curs. I'm sure it was plenty curs or whatever, but like, it's always plenty curs. But always, like, at the beginning, they had working shit that might, the structure was like some shit, that they, the structure might be something, it was a specific look. They was looking like the big heads, all that type of shit. Then it just became extreme and more extreme. And the working part was not necessary. I mean, not, more, it wasn't valuable, more valuable than the extremity look. The extreme look. The more extreme look made it more exotic and more valuable, to the eye, to people and shit. Like low rider cars and shit, putting big rims on your cars and shit like that. That's what they did to the dogs. That's the type motherfuckers it is. It's like them type motherfuckers that like that shit. Big rims and low riders and shit like that. They like to stack them dogs. You know what I mean? Like they making the hydraulics. They like to have them dogs like that. Tony, I wouldn't bring a 50-pound dog anywhere near that damn dog. Man, your eyes, your eye, the, the levels of the shit we talking about and the histories and shit of the dogs we talking about, the shit we be talking about, it's always levels to all that shit. But like for real, the eye, the eye ain't nothing wrong with a dog, man. That like dogs. When you see a good dog, say that's a good looking dog. I mean, you ain't did nothing wrong by saying that shit. If the shit ain't good looking to you, you ain't even gotta say nothing. Or you could, it's freedom and shit and all that. But like, I'm just saying, if I see a good dog, that's how I always been. If I see a good looking dog, that shit, I'm gonna know. I'm gonna be thinking that though. That's a good looking ass dog. You know, that's all that mean. That's all that mean though. That's all that mean. That's a good looking dog. That's a good looking dog. That shit mean shit, man. More than people say. That shit really mean more than what people say. Cause I don't even care if you talking about back in the world. You could say, all right, say they had Mayday for stud, right? Your best favorite dog for stud right now, if it's Mayday or whoever, one of those historical dogs you like. Say you had the opportunity to breed to any one of them you like. And when you went over there to look at the joint to breed your dog to it, that joker did not look right. He ain't looked the part. Fuck. And you done heard all the stories and all that type shit and all that. Could the look of that dog affect you breeding to that dog? Does it look mean anything to you? Just the look of that dog. Do that dog got to at least look a certain type of way to you? And we all got different levels how that motherfucker look. But I damn sure know looks matter. Looks matter. Looks is a certain value to it now. You know? A lot of times we move the field goal post on different shit like that. You know? Because I understand that we always saluting the work and shit, but like, yeah, looks still matter now. Looks still matter sometimes. Cause especially when you don't know, when you just shit, you want to see something. You want to see something. And it ain't got probably be no pretty dog. We ain't saying it got to be no pretty dog, especially in the working category. A worker ain't got to be no pretty dog. But he damn sure, to me, he got to be, unless you looking at it, a retired, old ass dog, boom, boom. But you still gonna want to know what that dog looked like when it was young or some shit like that. You're gonna have some type of, you're gonna know something. And that might play a part in what you do moving forward with that shit. Moving forward with using that as a stud dog or something. I think everybody, even when they breed to them old dogs and shit, they definitely see what that dog looked like when it was young. Some people probably didn't after they were rolling with a machine and they could just trust people's words and shit like that. But the ones at the beginning and don't, not they gonna have to see that dog. Something gonna let me know what it looked like. They might not tell you they looking at it and don't care, but they gonna find out what that motherfucker even looked like when he was in his prime or something. You understand? All right, I'm ready to eat me a little something, y'all. See what y'all talking about. Nice rock with y'all, rocking with y'all. Let me see. This was talking about the Boyles Dogs. This was a RIP Mr. Boyles. I'm just saluting his work. Just kicking it. Y'all already know the disclaimer. Nothing shared, nothing video information or anything shared by this channel. None of it is meant for anything illegal purposes or activities. Everything as far as content and video shared by this channel is strictly meant for entertainment, historical, educational purposes only. So salute to y'all. Y'all already know your brother Big Toyo. Y'all stay royal. I'ma stay loyal. You know what I mean? Pop out. I pop out again at the get some shit done or whatever. Talk to y'all as much as I can. Salute to y'all. I'm out.